Recording,
Let's
please.
start recording, please.
So let's know. Are
So
you
let's
still
know. Are
here,
you still
children
here,
of God?
children of God?
Is everybody still
Is
here?
everybody still here?
Yes.
All right.
All right.
So we stopped
So
at
we stopped
creating
at
this ID
creating
card
this
yesterday.
ID
We
card
wanted to
yesterday.
bring
We
in
wanted
a
to bring
picture.
in a picture.
All right.
All right.
So I will open my
So I will
Photoshop.
open my
We'll be using
Photoshop.
Photoshop
We'll be
today
using Photoshop today
for some
for
edits.
some edits
By the grace of God.
by the grace of God.
11:30
For
already.
11:30 already.
I won't lie.
I
Forever
won't
and
lie.
ever, I
Forever
will
and
always
ever,
say
I will
that these
always say
2 hours
that
is
these
not
two
enough
hours
for
is not
design.
enough
Any
for
kind of
design,
design,
any kind of
graphic
design,
design or UI
graphic
UX.
design or UI UX.
Not enough to cover
Not
up
enough to
everything
cover
I
up
want to
everything I
give
want
out to
to
you
give
guys.
out to you guys.
I should have opened this
Should have
Photoshop
opened this
down before
Photoshop
now.
down before now.
We'll come back to it though.
Come back to
Let's
it
continue
though.
here.
Let's continue here.
So I
So
said I needed a
I
picture
said
to
I
pick
needed
to
a
fill
picture
fill to fill in here.
to fill in here.
So I'm going to take this
So I'm
picture
going to
that I
take this
already have
picture that I already have
from this flyer.
from this flyer.
So I want to actually use this guy.
So I want to actually use this guy.
So
So to trace pictures, we use
trace them.
Photoshop to
But
trace
like I
them.
said, I told you
But
guys
like I
that there
said,
are
I
other
told you guys that there are
alternatives
other
that we can use
alternatives that we can
to make
use
our job
to
faster.
make our job
Like
faster, like
remove
remove
.bg,
.bg,
Adobe background
Adobe
remover,
background remover,
whatever one you want to
whatever
use.
one you want to
And
use.
even in the
And even
recent
in the
Photoshop, that is
recent
Photoshop
Photoshop, that is
2024,
Photoshop 2024,
they have
there's,
introduced
they
AI
have
into it.
introduced
Even
AI
CorelDRAW
into it. Even
2024,
CorelDRAW 2024,
they have introduced
they have
AI
introduced
into them. So
AI
every
into them. So
software we are using for
every
design
software they are
currently
using for design currently
is like an AI
is like
inside of
an
it.
AI instead
Even
of
the
it. Even
websites we
even the
visit
websites we
to
visit
download pictures,
to
like
download
free pick
pictures,
you saw
like free
yesterday,
pick you saw
there
yesterday,
are AI features
there are
there.
AI features there.
So it's better you start. If you
So it's
don't know
better
how
you
to use
start. If you
AI,
don't
you
know how to
start
use AI,
practicing
you
them
start practicing them
now
now
before it's too late.
before it's too late.
So I'm copying this
So I'm copying
picture that
this
I've traced
picture
out.
that I've traced out.
So later on,
Later
as the
on,
class
as the
progresses
class
today,
progresses today,
we'll try to
we'll try
show you how to
to
trace
show you how
pictures
to trace
on
pictures on
Photoshop.
Photoshop.
So I've copied this
So I've
picture.
copied this
I'm
picture.
bringing it
I'm bringing it
here.
here.
So I
So
believe this is not the
I
first time
believe
you're
this is not
hearing
the first
about
time you're
power
hearing
clip.
about
I've
power
taught you
clip.
guys
I've
about
taught you
power
guys about
clipping
power clipping
images into a
images
design.
into a design.
So now I'm going to power
So
clip
now I'm
this
going to
guy's
power clip
picture
this
into
guy's
ASO.
picture into ASO.
The most easiest
The
way
most
to explain
easiest
power
way to
clip,
explain
let's
power
say
clip, let's
you have
say
an
you have
envelope,
an
right?
envelope, right?
So this is an
So this
envelope
is an
and you have
envelope
like a
and you have
bundle of
like a
money.
bundle of money.
So when you place the
So when
money
you place the
inside
money
of the
inside
envelope,
of
let's say
the
the envelope
envelope,
is
let's say the
transparent,
envelope is
right? Just
transparent,
believe
right?
that is done.
Just believe
There's a
that is done.
transparent
There's a
envelope.
transparent
So you
envelope.
place the money
So you
inside
place the
of the
money
envelope.
inside of the
So
envelope.
you can see
So you can
through
see
the
through
envelope,
the
right?
envelope,
You
right?
can see the
You
money,
can see the
but you
money,
cannot touch it
but you cannot touch it
unless you open the
unless you
envelope
open the
and
envelope
touch the
and
money.
touch the
So
money.
when you have a
So when
box
you have a box
and you drag
and you
an
drag
image
an image
into
into
that box,
that box,
you have
you have
placed the
placed
picture
the
inside
picture
of the box. So that is
inside of
what
the
we mean
box. So
by
that is what we mean
power
by
clip. When you
power
power
clip.
clip
When you power
an
clip
image
an
inside
image
a
inside
box.
a box.
So to power clip an
So to
image,
power clip
I've
an
done it
image,
before,
I've done it
but let's
before,
take it
but let's
again.
take it again.
For those who don't
For
know,
those who don't know,
two ways we can do
two
this.
ways
We
we
can use
can do
our
this. We
mouse.
can use our mouse.
Now you have the left
Now
click
you
and
have
the
the
right
left
click.
click
So
and the
I'll
right
drag
click.
with
So
my
I'll
right
drag
click
with my right click
and place
and
inside
place
here. So the
inside
moment you
here.
come
So
here,
the
you're
moment
going
you
to see
come here, you
like
are going to see
a
like
compass on
a
top of the
compass
box.
on top of the
So
box.
you drop it
So
there.
you drop it there.
Now you see power
Now
clip
you see power
inside.
clip inside.
So you just tap on
So you
power
just
clip
tap on
inside,
power
but I'm
clip
not going to do
inside. But
that
I'm not
yet.
going to do that yet.
So that's one way to
So
power
that's
clip.
one way
Let
to
me
power clip.
duplicate
Let
this
me
picture.
duplicate this
There's a
picture.
reason why I
There's a
want to do
reason why I
that.
want to do that.
Right, power clip in
Right?
there.
Power clip in there.
Now, if you're not using
Now,
your
if you're not
mouse
using
and you
your
want to see
mouse
power
and you
clip, you
want to
can
see
go to
power
your
clip, you can go
object,
to your
object 2,
object
which is
2,
objects
which is
here,
object here,
and you would see
and you would see
power clip here.
power clip here.
So from power clip, you
So
will
from
see
power
place
clip, you will see
inside
place
frame,
inside frame,
right? So if
right?
I say place
So if I say
inside
place
frame,
inside frame,
you just
you
tap here.
just
I think
tap
it's more
here.
easier,
I think it's more
right?
easier, right?
So you place
So you
inside
place
frame,
inside
and it
frame,
has gone
and it has
inside.
gone inside.
So you will
So
see that the picture
you
is
will see
not
that the picture is
arranged
not
well.
arranged well.
So
So
you can choose to
you
leave
can
it
choose
this
to
way,
leave it this way,
or you can go
or you
in
can go
and
in
edit
and edit
the picture.
the picture.
Now you see the
Now
advantage
you see
of
the advantage of tracing
this
of
picture.
tracing this picture.
You can easily give it
You
the color
can
of the
easily give it
brand,
the
right?
color of the brand, right?
Anyone you prefer.
Anyone you prefer.
So let's go in.
So let's go in.
So
Let's
to
go
go
in.
into
So
the
to go
design,
into the
when you
design,
click on it,
when you
you
click
see
on it,
something
you
like
see
this.
something like
We
this.
have edit our
We have
clip.
edit our clip.
We have select
We
our
have
clip.
select our clip.
We have
We have
extract content, and
extract
we have
content,
lock.
and we have lock.
So
So
extract from the word
extract from the word extract
remove,
means to
right?
remove,
So if
right?
you say
So if you
extract,
say
it means to
extract,
remove the
it means to
picture
remove the
from
picture
inside
from
of the
inside of the
container.
container.
Then here we
Then
have
here we
select
have
our clip.
select
If
our
I
clip.
click select
If I
our clip,
click select our
I
clip,
can actually
I
touch
can
the
actually
image
touch the
without
image
going
without
inside,
going
right? I can
inside,
actually
right? I
edit
can
the image
actually
from
edit the image
outside
from outside
without going inside,
without going inside,
just like this,
just like this,
without going
without
inside. So I
going
can do it
inside. So I can
from
do it
outside
from
like this.
outside like this.
So, but if I
So,
don't want
but
that
if
way,
I
and
don't
I want
want
to say,
that
okay, I
way,
want to
and I
go
want to say,
inside
okay, I
the
want to
design,
go inside the
all I need to
design,
do is
all I need to do
right
is
click
right
and say
click
edit
and
for our
say
clip,
edit for our
which
clip,
we also have the
which
options
we also
down
have the
here. So say
options
edit
down
for our
here. So
clip.
say edit for our clip.
Then I am
Then
inside the
I
box
am
now. So see
inside the
every other
box
thing
now. So see
becomes
every other thing
a
becomes
bit transparent.
a bit transparent.
So I can leave this guy
So I
up
can leave this
like
guy
this.
up like this.
So when I leave this guy
So when I
up,
leave this guy
I'm
up,
done. I can
I'm
copy.
done. I can
Let me copy the
copy.
picture.
Let me copy the picture.
So I want to create an
So I
effect
want to create
whereby
an effect
the guy
whereby
is inside
the
of the
guy is
box, but it's
inside of
looking
the
as if
box,
he's
but it's
also
looking as if it's
outside,
also outside,
right? So that is the
right?
reason
So
why
that is the
I
reason why I
move the picture
move the
upwards.
picture
So his
upwards,
head is
so
cutting
his
from
head
the
is
box.
cutting from the
So
box.
as you click,
So as you
when
click,
you're done, so for
when you are done,
CorelDRAW
so for
2021,
CorelDRAW
you're going
2021,
to see finish
you're going to
editing
see
here.
finish editing
If you
here.
don't see finish
If
editing
you
here,
don't see finish
you will see
editing here,
something
you
like
will see
this here.
something like this here.
Finish editing,
Finish
then
editing,
you tap it,
then you tap it,
right?
right?
So we have it like this.
So we have
So
it
now
like
we
this.
can't leave this
So now we
passport
can't
like
leave
this
this
now. Have
passport
you
like
seen
this.
passport where somebody
Have you
head
seen
is
passport
cut?
where
If you
somebody
have a
head is cut?
passport
If you
or
have
you
a
are working
passport
in a
or you
company
are working in a
and the
company
designer cut your
and the
head,
designer
go and
cut
fight
your
the
head,
guy,
go and
right?
fight the guy,
You
right?
should,
So
your
your
hair should show
hair should
fully in the
show
portrait
fully
mode.
in the portrait mode.
So you remember I
So
copied
you
that
remember
guy's
I
picture
copied
from
that guy's
inside there. So
picture
I'm going
from
to paste
inside
it
there. So I'm
outside,
going to
Ctrl
paste it
V,
outside, Ctrl V,
right? Ctrl V
right?
like this.
Ctrl V like this.
So what I'm going to do is
So
I'm
what
going
I'm
to
going
go
to
to
do
my
is I'm going
shape
to go to
tool
my shape tool
and I'm going to
and
trace here
I'm going to
upwards
trace here upwards
like this.
like this.
So we can't leave it that way
So we
because
can't
it's
leave
still
it that way
cropping
because it's still
outside.
cropping outside.
So I'm going to crop here
So I'm going to crop
inside
here inside
using the shape tool.
using the
Remember using
shape
the
tool.
shape tool
Remember using the shape tool.
just like this.
Just like this.
So to achieve this, it
So to
means
achieve
I
this
need two
means I
pictures.
need two
One,
pictures.
first
One,
picture of the guy
first picture of the
inside
guy
and
inside and
second picture of the guy
second picture of the guy
outside.
outside.
All right.
All right.
So I want to try out
So I want
something
to try out
now.
something. Now,
Just don't kill
just
me yet.
don't
Ewo.
kill me yet. Ewo.
I want to draw a
I want
box
to draw a box
that has the
that
color
has
blue
the
also.
color blue also.
So I'm cutting it.
I'm
I'm taking
cutting
it
it. I'm
inside.
taking it inside.
Control X. So the
Control X.
moment you
So
have power
the
clipped
moment you have
something
power clipped
inside of a
something
box,
inside of a
there is
box,
no need
there
dragging
is
other
no need
items
dragging other
inside. So you
items
can cut
inside. So
them,
you can
Control
cut
X,
them. Control X
and just click on the
and
box,
just click
go
on the
in,
box. Go in.
edit power clip,
Edit power clip
and just paste Control
and just
V.
paste Control V.
So I'm sending it to the
So
back,
I'm sending it
shift
to the
page
back.
down.
Shift page
Remember to
down.
send to the
Remember
front,
to send to the
shift
front.
page up to
Shift
send to the
page
back,
up.
shift
Send
page
to the
down.
back. Shift page down.
So then I'm
So
done.
then
I'll
I'm
click here.
done. I'll click here.
Let's see what I did.
This is what I did.
I just made the
I just
background
made the
have two
background have
colors,
two colors,
right?
right?
So two colors
The
of the
two
brand.
colors
So
of the
this way we
brand.
have
So this
tied
way we have tied
the brand to
the
look
brand to look
original.
original.
So anybody that want to
So anybody
steal
that want to
this
steal
brand,
this brand,
if
if
if you want to do the
if you
ID
want to
card
do the
outside of
ID
the
card
company,
outside of the
you first
company,
of all
you
think
first of all
how did
think,
they make the background have two colors, and also how did they make the picture come up, right?
the
So
picture
this is
come
one
up,
way of
right?
designing the
So
ID
this is
card.
one way of
Now I
designing
told
the
you guys
ID
that I
card.
was going to design
Now
the
I
ID
told you
card
guys
in
that I
two
was going to
forms,
design
right?
the ID card
So
in
let me
two forms,
quickly
right?
make
Let me
another
quickly make another
design of the ID card
design of the ID card
very fast.
very fast.
So since we have
So
this one
since we
already,
have
so
this
we'll
one
just
already, so we'll
duplicate it.
just duplicate it.
Ctrl D.
Ctrl D.
Alright, so for this one,
Right. So for this one, I won't be
placing
using,
the
I won't be
picture in a
placing the
box.
picture in a box.
Alright, Alright, so let me bring all
Alright,
this
so let me bring all this
outside.
outside.
So I'll be using the
So
full
I'll be
picture
using the
of this
full
guy,
picture of this guy,
just like this,
just
right?
like this,
So
right?
to achieve that, I'm
So
going
to
to power
achieve
clip
that,
it
I'm going to power
inside
clip
of
it
this.
inside of this.
So I can make his
Like,
picture bigger
can
if
make
I
his
want,
picture bigger if I
so that
want,
it wouldn't look
so it wouldn't
cutting
look
out,
cutting out,
just like this.
just like this.
So some brands
So some
recently have
brands
been making
recently
their
have been
ID
making
cards
their
this
ID
way.
cards this way.
Every step I take,
Step by
every
step.
move I make. So what we are going to
So
do
what
is
we are going
we are
to
going
do
to
is
just
we are going to just
place his name
place his name
over his head,
over his head,
or even on
or
top of
even
him.
on top of him.
Then we'll take our
Then
social
we'll
media
take our
icon
social media icon
up here, but it
up
means that
here,
we have
but
to
it means that
reduce.
we have to reduce.
You have no
You have
rival,
no rival,
none is your
none is
equal.
your equal.
So I'm grouping the logo and
I'm
the
grouping the
brand name
logo and the
together,
brand name together,
and select them
and
on
select
say
them
C,
on say C,
so that it will fill up the
so I will
space.
fill up the space.
Nah, it's too big.
Too big.
So I feel this guy's
See
head is
this
too
guy,
big.
his head is too big.
So I told you guys
I
about
told you guys
using
about
a QR code
using a
yesterday.
QR code yesterday.
I'm going to place that
I'm
QR
going to
code
place
here.
that QR code here.
I don't know why I used to
I
forget
don't
it.
know why
I
I
should
used to
have
forget
downloaded this
things.
QR
Should
code
have
before you guys even
downloaded
appeared
this
here.
QR code before you guys even appeared here.
So remember what I told you yesterday about QR code being like a secret code for a company
Remember
which carries
for
like information when you scan the barcode and you can see information. So
for
don't
a
just go and
company
search for a
which
QR
carries
code
like information when you
and
search for a
bring
QR
into
code
a design.
and
It's very,
bring
very
into
wrong.
a design, right?
So make sure that
It's
it is
very,
the
very wrong.
client that gave
So
you.
make sure that it is the
If it's the
client
client that
that
say,
give
okay, we
you,
have a QR
if
code
it's the client that say,
and we
okay, we
want it
have
to
a
be on
QR
our
code
ID card.
and we want
So
it to be
maybe
on
when
our
they get to their
ID
office,
card.
they have like a
So
security
maybe
door.
when they get to
So if
their
you don't have
office, they
that
have like
QR
a
code, when it's
security door.
scanned, can't
So if you
get
don't have that
access
QR
to
code,
the
when it's
office,
scanned, can't get
right?
access to the
So
office.
stuff like that.
Right? So stuff like
Remember
that.
what I said? It has to be the client
Remember
that
what I said?
gave you a
It
QR
has to
code.
be the client
Don't
that
go and
gave you a
make a
QR
QR
code.
code by yourself.
Don't go and make a QR code by yourself.
So I'm just going to download this one just for sample purpose.
So I'm just going to download this one just for sample purpose.
me use copy first. I like to copy. This
Let me
download is
use
so
copy
stressful.
first. I like to copy. This download is so stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is what the QR code looks like, right?
So this is what the
So when
QR
we
code
download
looks
this
like.
QR code, we
So
can't
when
just
we
place
download
it
these
here
QR codes, we
like
can't
that.
just place
So
it
remember what I
here
told you about
like that.
converting pictures
You
into
remember what I
vector
told you
format,
about converting
right?
pictures into vector
So we
format,
have to just click
right?
on this QR
So
code
we have to
and
just
right
click
click.
on this QR code and right click.
So you can use quick trace, remember, or you
So
can
you
use
can use
outline
quick
trace.
trace, remember, or you
So
can
here
use
we have
outline
detailed
trace.
logo.
So here we
I
have
like to use
detailed
detailed logo
logo.
most times.
I like to use
I think
detailed
it's
logo
more
most
better.
times. I think it's more better.
So it's going to trace out
So it's
this
going to
and
trace
remove the
out
background.
this and remove the background.
So if you notice, this one has a background,
If
it
you
doesn't have a
notice,
background.
this one has a
But
background, it
inside
doesn't
of
have a
this
background.
blue, there are
But
some
inside
white
of this
boxes
blue, there
inside
are
there. So
some
we are going
white
to delete
boxes
them later.
inside there. So we are going to delete them later.
So let's remove it from it.
Let's remove it from it.
So you see it has traced it
So
out.
you see it
Then we
has
have
traced it out. And we
this
have
one. So we don't
this
need
one.
this one anymore.
So we
I'm
don't
going
need
to
this one
delete it.
anymore. I'm going to delete it.
So let's look at
So
what we
let's
are
look
working
at
on.
what we are working on.
So all we need to do is just tap
So
on
all
the
we need to do
white.
is just
So they
tap
are
on the
grouped
white.
currently. You have
So
to
they are
ungroup
grouped
it.
currently. You have to ungroup it.
Delete the white.
Delete the whites.
So in case your
So
client
in case
sends you
your
their
client
QR
sends
code
you their
and is
QR code
in a picture
and is
format,
in a picture format,
so you can
so you
easily delete them this
can
way.
easily delete them this way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did I delete now?
What did I delete now?
So when doing this, be
So
very
when
careful.
doing this, be very careful
If one
because
small box
if
deletes,
one
it means
small
that
box
you have
deletes, it
deleted
means
something
that
from the
you have
code.
deleted something from the code.
So if somebody want go
So
and
if
scan it,
somebody
it might
want to
be
go and
showing
scan
another
it now, it might be
information.
showing another information.
To explain this better, have you tried
To explain
connecting
this
like
better, have
your
you tried
WhatsApp
connecting like
to
your
like your
WhatsApp
computer?
to like your
You
computer?
see a QR code is going to
See
pop
a
up on your
QR code
screen
is
that you
going
have
to
to
pop up on
scan
your screen that you have to
with
scan
your phone,
with your phone.
right? So that
Right,
is
so
like
that
just
is
like your
like
thumb
just
when
like
you
your
make a thumb
thumb when
print.
you make a thumb
So it's
print
a secret code.
thumb.
So every
The secret
box
to
in that
every
code
box
is important.
that's code
So if a client to send you
important.
stuff like this, make
If
sure
a
they
client
send
to
you like
send you
an
stuff
high
like this, make
quality
sure they send you like an
picture
high
of that code,
quality
so that when you
picture
trace
of
it,
that
it's
code.
going to
So
look
that when you trace
exactly
it, it's
just
going
like
to
as
look
they did.
exactly just like as they did.
Or if they have like a
Or
PNG
if they have
format
like
of
a
white
PNG format
of it
white
whatsoever.
of it
So whenever I'm
whatsoever.
done with this, I
So
like to
whenever
weld
I'm
it.
done
So I
with
weld
this,
them
I
together.
like to weld it. So I weld them
It will
together.
weld did not work this
It
time
will
around.
weld did not work this time around.
Just click white,
Just click white,
remove any airlines that is there,
remove
then
any
group it.
airlines that is there, then group it.
So we are going to fit the page.
So we are going to fit the page.
So I'm going to make it small
I'm
and
going to make it small and
place it here.
place it here.
So beneath it, we can
So
write
beneath it, you can write
scan me or scan QR code,
scan me or
whatever
scan
thing
QR
you want to
code,
write.
whatever thing you want to write.
So we can leave it as white.
So you can leave it
You
as
can use
white.
any of the brand
You
colors.
can use
You
any
can
of the
use
brand colors. You
yellow
can use
as
yellow
far as it's part of the brand color.
as far as it's part of the brand color.
Or you can also have the
Or
feel that
can also have
the feel that the logo has.
the feel that the logo has.
Just sticking to this. Why this
Just
thing
sticking
won't
to this.
work when I
Why
because
this thing won't work very nice? Because
the guy did not
the
blend.
guy did
If it
not
had
blend with that
should have welded, it would have
that
worked
welded
better.
that work better.
I think I like this
I
blue.
think I like this blue.
So there's a difference between
So there's a
a
difference between
barcode and a
a
QR code.
barcode
You
and a
know
QR
that
code. So that
for Corel
for
2018,
Corel
you
2018,
can't generate
you can't
QR
generate
code.
QR code.
It's just
It's
barcode. But if you're
just
using the
barcode. But if you're
recent
using the
updated
recent
ones,
updated ones,
there is where you
there
can
is where you
create
can
QR
create
codes.
QR codes.
So you can also generate
So you
QR
can also
code
generate
from
QR
here. So
code
I think
from
it's
here. So I
here
think it's here
object. So you see insert
object. So you see
barcode.
insert barcode.
There's insert
There's
barcode.
insert
But these
barcode.
other two are not
But these
working.
other two
Insert
are not
QR
working.
code.
Insert QR codes.
So if you're using the recent
So if you're using
CorelDRAW,
the
you will
recent
see
CorelDRAW, you will
that you
see
can create a
that you
QR
can
code.
create a QR code.
So if a client wants a
So if a
QR code,
client
you can
wants a
generate
QR
it
code, you can generate it
here
here
by yourself.
by yourself.
Let's maintain blue
Let's
Biko.
maintain blue Biko.
So let me check.
Let me check.
So yeah, we have our
So yeah,
business
we have
card,
our
right?
business card, right?
So on this second
So
page,
on the second page,
this guy must
yeah,
hang
this
every
guy
time.
must hang every time.
I want to like convert
I
the
want to like
arrangement. That's
convert
why
the
I came back
arrangement.
here
That's why
now.
I came back here
Now we're
now.
having issues.
Now we're having issues.
So since
So
we
since
are not just
we are
designing
not just
a business card for the
a
client,
business card for the client,
I said we want to do a
so we
letterheading
want to do
also,
a
right?
letterheading also,
So
right?
letterheadings
So
come
letterheadings
in
come
A4
in
sizes.
A4 sizes.
There's also a letter size.
There's also a
There's
letter
also a
size.
legal
There's also
size.
a legal
And all these
size.
measurements
And
are
all
here
these
in
measurements
CorelDRAW,
are
right?
here
So
in
I'm going to
CorelDRAW,
create
right?
a
So
new page
I'm
so
going
that I
to
can get
create
the actual
a
size I
new
want
page
to
so that I
use.
can get the
I want
actual
to
size I
use
want to use.
um,
I want to use
A4 size.
A4 size.
So when you click on Control N, we
So
have the
when you click on
custom
Control N, we
button,
have the
and here
custom
we have
button, and here we have
sizes. So what I want is
sizes.
A4.
What
I'm
I
going to
want is
just click on
A4. I'm going
A4
to
here.
click on A4 here.
So the only reason I'm coming to
The only
A4 is
reason
because I
I'm
just want
coming
to
to
create
A4
this
here because I
page
just want to
size.
page size.
So if I open an A4
So
new
if I
page,
open
I'll
an
just
A4
draw
new
a box that
page,
fill
I'll
up the
just draw
space,
a box that fill
copy
up the
it,
space,
and bring it
copy
back
it,
here.
and bring it back here.
Right. So the
Right,
A4
so
size is
the A4 size is
8 point.
8 point.
Please, the person that just put on
It's
your
the
mic,
person that
what
just
do you
put
want
on
to
your
tell us?
mic. What do you want to tell us?
Wow, it's that time of the year
Wow,
again.
it's that time of the year again.
Nah, in a box I want to
Nah,
draw
in
with
that
guy.
box I want to draw it. Like this.
Alright, so we have our box.
Alright, so we have our box.
So this is the box
So this is the box
that has the page. So
that
I
has the
created the
page.
A4
So
page so
I
that
created
we
the
can
A4
create
page
the
so that
actual size
we
of
can
A4.
create the actual
So
size
if the
of
letter
A4.
heading you're creating for the
So
client
if
is
the
not
letter heading you're
A4,
creating for the client is
you
not
can check here,
A4,
see all the sizes.
can
We have
check here, see all
A5,
the sizes. We
A6,
have A5,
A3, R,
A6,
right?
A3,
There are
R,
millions
like
or
there are millions
various of them.
or
A1,
various of them.
A0,
A1,
there's still
A0,
letter, there's
there's still
envelope,
letter, there's envelope,
Japanese postcard,
Japanese postcard,
whatever size you need.
whatever
That's
size
the
you
point.
need.
But this is what
The
we
point, but
want
this
to
is what
use
we
now.
want to use now.
So I'm going to cut it from
So
here,
I'm going to
Control
cut
X.
it from here, Control X.
So you have to know all the
So
shortcuts.
you
So
have to know all
Control
the
X for
shortcuts.
cut,
So Control X for
Control
cut,
C copy, Control
Control C
V
copy, Control
paste.
V paste.
Control G group.
Control G group.
But when we are
But
aligning,
when we
the
are
arrangement is
aligning,
different.
the arrangement
Those
is
ones don't have to
different.
do with
Those ones don't
control.
have to
Just
do
click
with
on
control.
E,
Just click on
C,
E,
P,
C,
L,
P, L,
C. I've given you the shortcuts
C. I've
before.
given you the shortcuts
So they are
before.
different from when
They
you're
are different
copying or
from
pasting. So
when
I've
you're copying
copied
or
that.
pasting. So
I'm going
copy
to go
that.
back to
Go back to
our Lumina branding.
Alumina branding.
I bet you smell that way they burn.
Hey, you smell that way they go.
Nah, don't smell extension, no be you.
I don't see extension, not be you.
So we'll paste the page, right? So
We'll
this
paste the
A4 here.
page, right? So this A4 here.
So the next thing we want to do is to
So the
create
next
letter
thing we
heading.
want to do is to create letter heading.
So creating letter heading is kind
So
of,
creating letter
I
heading
would
is
say it's
kind
very,
of,
very easy for us.
I say it's very, very
Because
easy
it's
for us
just
because it's just
basically the same information that
basically
we
the
have
same information that we
on
have
the business card or on
on
the
the
letter
business
heading.
card or on the letter heading,
Whatsoever way you want to
whatsoever way
approach
you
the
want
design.
to approach the design.
So for this one now, we
So
can
for
decide
this one
to
now, we can decide
stick
to
to the background we
stick
have,
to the
which
background
is
we have,
using
which is
the
using
Lumina
the Lumina
background. But I
background.
want to bring in the
But I want to
pattern,
bring in the
right? I want to
pattern.
bring in the pattern
I want to
in
bring in
for
the
this one.
pattern in for this
So I'm
one.
going to use the pattern to
I'm going to
create
use the
the
pattern
border,
to create
of the
the border
design.
of the design.
But first off, let's bring in the
But first
logo.
off, let's
So
bring in the
I'll use,
logo. So I'll use
this may not be intense.
the intense.
Maybe then call
Maybe
engineer
like
guy.
call engineer guy.
Alright, so we'll make the logo
Right, so we'll
bigger.
make the logo bigger.
So measurement. So
So
most time
measurement. So
the
most time
as I said, we
the
are using
as
inches,
I said,
right?
we are using inches, right?
So from 0
So from
to 2. So
0
if we put
to
our
2.
line
So if
here,
we put our line here,
the logo shouldn't
the
go
logo shouldn't
beyond that.
go beyond that.
So there are various ways I
So there are
can choose
various
to
ways I
arrange
can
this
choose to
design,
arrange this
right?
design,
So the next
right?
thing that should be
So
on
the
the
next
letter
thing
heading
that
after
should
the
be on the letter
icon or
heading
the
after the
brand name
icon or the
is
brand name is
their phone numbers,
their
their
phone
website,
numbers, their
their
website,
address, right?
their
So
address,
you can
right?
arrange that
So you
in
can arrange
whatsoever
that in
way you
whatsoever way
want.
you want.
So like I said,
So,
before we
like
make
I said,
design, we
before we
make
make
research. I
design, we
don't really
make
need to
research.
make
I don't
research
really need to
for
make research
designing letter
for
heads.
designing letter
Letter
heads.
heading is one of the most
Letter
easiest
heading is
thing I
one of the
can
most
do
easiest thing I can
anytime,
do at any
right?
time,
So
right?
either you
So
place
either
the
you place
addresses at the
the
bottom,
addresses at
or
the
you place it
bottom,
by the
or you place
side,
it by the side,
or you place it
or you
beneath
place
under
it
it. So
beneath under
you
it.
can make
So
research.
you can make
So
research,
you can make research
or
and
you
see
can make
what
research
other
and see
designers
what other
did,
designers
right? So
did,
that will
right? So that will
direct you on what to
direct
do.
you on what
But I
to
think
do.
for this
But I
particular
think for this
design, I
particular
want to
design, I
place
want to place
my icon,
my
this stuff
icon,
at the
this
side,
stuff at the side,
beside it.
beside it.
So let's duplicate
So let's
Ctrl D.
duplicate Ctrl D.
So I can just place them
I can
here.
just place them here.
Nothing much because,
Not too much because,
like I told you guys, we should
like I told
also
you guys, we
always
should
strive
always
for
strive for
simplicity.
simplicity.
So you see that because
So you
we
see that
already have
because we
all
already
the
have
informations,
all the
it's making
informations,
the job
it's
more
making the
easier.
job more easier.
I don't think the
I
social
don't
media
think the
addresses
social media addresses
are that important.
are that
But
important.
if you want, you
But if
can
you want,
include
you
that
can
also.
include that also.
So let's group
So
and
let's
make sure
group
it is
and make sure it is
centralized
centralized
with it.
with it.
Alright.
Right.
So here,
So
how do you
here,
want to approach
how do
this?
you
You might
want
say,
to
okay,
approach this? You might say, okay,
I want to place
I want
a
to place
straight box
a straight box
at the center here.
at the center here.
if you want.
if you
But
want.
I don't
But
want to
I
do that.
don't want to
Alright.
do that.
So what I'm going to do
So
now
what I'm going
is
to do
first
now
off
is,
I'm going to use
first
this
off, I'm going
background
to use this background
that we have here.
that we have here.
So I'm going to power clip it
I'm going to
inside
power
the
clip it
box, right?
inside the box.
I'll drag it
I'll
in
drag it
the
in
box.
the box.
Let's power clip
Let's power clip
inside.
inside.
So the next thing I'll do is
So the
I'll
next
go
thing I will do is
inside
I'll
of
go
this
inside of this
and edit it.
and
So edit
edit it.
power clip.
So edit power clip.
So what I'll do is I'll not
What I'll do is
extract,
I'll not extract,
because you know it's the business
because you
card
know it's
stuff
the
I
business
brought. So
card
I'll
stuff I
extract
brought.
it
I'll
out.
extract it out.
Then
Then
I'll move this around.
I'll move
Then
this
I can
around.
delete this
Then I
one.
can delete this one.
Delete this.
Delete this.
Control A.
To A.
Bring it inside
Bring it inside
like this,
like this.
and I'm done.
And I'm done.
Telling you.
Telling
You
you.
can choose to stop
You
like
can
this,
choose to stop like
not make
this.
the design
Not make
so
design
so so
so
complex.
so.
So let's say okay, we
Let's
want to
say,
include
okay, we want to
everything that is
include
in the design.
everything
Okay,
that
let's
is
put
in
the
the
social
design. Okay,
media
let's put the
account
social media account
here.
here.
Every step I take. So remember I said I wanted to use
Remember, I
this
said I wanted to use this
pattern.
pattern.
So let's just try something with
Let's
it.
just try something with it.
So the same thing I did, I'm going to
So the
power
same thing
clip
I
this
did, I'm going to
inside
power clip
here.
this inside here.
So I would have to
I
extract
would
it.
have to extract it.
So we can
So
place
we
the
can
pattern
place the pattern
at the bottom.
at the bottom.
Let me see how that looks
Let's
first.
see how that looks first.
I think the pattern is
I
looking
think the
so
pattern is
big.
looking so big.
So I'm going to edit it.
I'm going to edit it.
Reduce the size.
Use the size.
So pitch down.
So pitch down.
I'm all like this, I'm done.
Like this, I'm done.
There's nothing more to do on
There's
this
nothing more to
design.
do on this design.
So I can group this.
I can group this.
So now I can reduce the size.
Now I can reduce the size a bit.
Bring them here.
Bring them here.
So I can ungroup like
So I can
this.
ungroup like this.
And I want to use only this.
I want to use only this.
You know there are some letterhead
There
in that
are some
has front
letterhead
and
in that
back also.
has front and back also.
So if you want,
If you want,
go to that extreme.
go to that extreme.
You depending on what you're doing, sir.
depending on what you're doing, sir.
So I'll edit the power clip this time,
Edit
but
the
this
power
time the
clip this
back
time, but
wouldn't
this
be
time the
white.
back wouldn't be white.
The back would have to
Back would have to
carry that black
carry that black
brand color.
brand color.
So we'll come back to that.
So we'll come back to that.
There's something I want to do
There's
here.
something I want to do here.
You have no
You have no
rival,
rival,
none is your
none is
equal.
your equal.
So since we are not
So
just
since we
leaving
are
the
not
letter heading
just
out
leaving
like
the letter
that,
heading out like that,
I'm going to make it in a
we're going to make it
mock-up
in a
format.
mock-up format.
So just hold on.
Just
Just
hold
follow
on.
my process,
Just follow my process,
and we'll get to the
and
promised
we'll
land.
get to the promised land.
So I'll take one of
So
these.
I'll take one of these.
One, I think.
One, think
I prefer this ones.
I prefer this ones.
This is how I create my own
So I
like
create
simple
my own
mock-ups
like simple
inside here
mock-ups
for presentation.
inside here for presentation.
And I'll take this
And
ones.
I'll take this ones.
So on this page,
So on this page,
I'm going to bring
I'm
in
going to
these
bring
ones here.
in these ones here.
So the black make it pop
The
out,
black make it pop out,
more. So
pop out more.
I'll take this one down.
I'll take this one down.
I will now
So
group
I will now
everything here
group
together.
everything here together.
So if I like, I can get
So if
like a
I like, I
pen,
can get like a
and
pen,
put downwards
and
here.
put
So if you
downwards here.
have
So if you have
been flowing online, you would
been
have
flowing
seen
online, you would have seen
mockups like this,
mockups
right?
like this, like
Simple mockups like this. So you
simple
can
mockup
create
like
your
this.
own
So you
mockup
can create
by
your own
yourself,
mockup
even
by
without
yourself, even without
downloading it. So when we say
downloading it.
mockup,
When we say mockup,
we are
we
talking about
are
creating
talking about
real
creating
life
real
presentation
life
of what
presentation of
the
what
brand would
the
look like.
brand
So
would
we
look
help the
like.
clients to
So we
like
help the clients
understand
to
that
like
if they
understand that
should
if they
want to
should
think about creating a
want
business
to
card,
think
thinking
about
about
creating a
creating a
business card,
letterheading,
think about creating a
this is
letterhead,
what would
this is what
your
would
brand would look like.
this is
You
what
get?
your brand would
That's
look
why we
like.
create
Get?
mockups like this.
That's why we create mockups like this.
So they are already
So they
created
are
mockups
already
that you
created
can just
mockups
easily
that
edit.
you can just
I'll
easily
show you
edit.
them later
I'll
since
show
they
you
are in
them later
Photoshop. Like
since
I
they are
said,
in Photoshop. Like I said,
we just need enough time.
we just need enough
Can you
time.
imagine?
Can you
Just
imagine?
this that I've been doing since how
Just
many
this that
hours I've
I've been
spent
doing
on it.
since how many hours I've spent already.
So what I want to do is
So what I
want
want
the
to do
no.
is
I'm talking
I
about
want the no I'm talking about
unity
I'm
in
talking about
design, which is
unity in
unifying the
design, which
design.
is
So
unifying the design.
I want
So
to use a background
I
that
want to
has
use a
the
background
pattern.
that has the pattern.
Right. So I'm going to duplicate
Right. So
this.
I'm going to duplicate this.
So I'm deleting this black
I'm
background.
deleting this black background.
I'll duplicate this one.
I'll
Put it as
duplicate
the
this one,
background here.
put it as the background here.
So the size is I think
So the
it's
size is I think it's
15 by 11.
15 by 11.
My keyboard.
My keyboard.
My keyboard.
My keyboard.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Are you using it?
Are you using it?
So 15 by 11 like
15 by
this.
11 like this.
I think this blue side is even
This
working.
blue side is even working,
Kind of.
kind of,
Or even the yellow.
or even the yellow.
But if we use the
But
black,
if we use the black,
I think I like this blue.
I like this blue.
We'll use this blue.
We'll use this blue.
Alright.
All right.
So we'll create
So
another
we'll
mockup
create
here.
another mockup here.
So for this particular
So
one,
for this
here's what I'm
particular
going to
one,
do.
here's what I'm going to do.
Make it letter P.
Make it letter P.
Shift page down.
Shift page down.
Oh,
Oh,
this stuff will go smooth
this
for a
stuff will
while
go
and
smooth
stop.
for a while and stop.
So here's what I want to do.
So
I'm going
here's
to
what I
group
want to do. I'm
these
going to
ones
group
like this.
these ones like
Control
this.
G.
Control G.
And
And
I'll reduce them like
I'll
this.
reduce them like this.
Then we'll duplicate
Then
them.
we'll
Duplicate them in layers.
duplicate them in layers.
So the reason we are doing this
So the
is
reason we are doing this is
presentation. So I just want you to
presentation.
understand.
So I just
So
want you to
presentation. Your
understand
presentation is very
presentation.
very
Your
key.
presentation is very, very
How you
key.
present the
How you
design.
present the design.
So I'll duplicate
So
this.
I'll duplicate this.
Ah,
Uh,
too much stuff is
Too much
hanging
stuff
this.
is hanging this.
I'm moving it
I'm
downwards.
moving it downwards.
I'm getting frustrated.
Frustrated.
So what I'll do is I will
So
now
what I'll do
group
is
them
I will now
together
group
and
them
then draw a
together
box
and
at the
then draw a
background
box at the
and
background and
power clip them
or
inside.
clip them inside.
That is what I want to
That is
do.
what I
But this
want to
guy is
do. But this guy is
behaving like a slave queen.
behaving like a slave queen.
No, senior
No,
man.
no,
Don't
senior man.
rotate.
Don't rotate.
Thank you, Jesus. This one you're creating
And you're
curves. Is
creating
there any
curve.
curve in
Is
this
there
logo?
any curve in
This
this
logo
logo?
have sharp edges.
This logo
It's
have
good
sharp
about
edges. Good about
knowing what to
knowing
use when you're
what to
making a
use when
design.
you're making a design.
So I'm making a
So
box
I'm
in
making a
here.
box in here.
That box we have,
That
let's
box we
say
have,
black.
let's say black.
So we'll power clip
So we'll power clip
everything you have grouped them.
everything you have grouped them.
So I'll power clip them
I'll
inside
power
this.
clip them inside this.
What? Let's go to object.
Let's go to object.
Don't stress me now,
Press
bro.
me now, bro.
Sometimes this power clip will be
And
stubborn.
this power clip will be stubborn.
Let me power clip just a
Let me
box
power clip
inside
just a
this.
box inside this.
Then I'll drag this one.
I'll drag this one.
Ah,
Ah,
okay. Cut it
okay.
instead. Control
Cut
X.
it instead. Control X.
So if I
So
cut it, I'm
if
just
I
going to
cut it,
paste it
I'm just going
inside
to
the box.
paste it
Remember
inside the box. Remember
I drew a box here
I drew a
before
box here before.
and power clip it
And
inside
power
here.
clip
So
is
most times
inside here.
when
So
you have
most
too many
times when you
items I
have too
want to
many
power clip,
items I want to power clip, the power clip command might
choose
choose
to disobey us, which
choose to
is
disobey us,
wrong.
which is wrong.
So I'm going to go
So
in,
I'm going to go in,
edit the power clip,
edit the power clip,
then delete this
then delete
box.
this
Bye bye.
box. Bye
Paste.
bye. Paste.
Bro.
So
Finally.
finally,
So we'll bring it here
so we'll bring it here
to the center.
to the center.
Excellence.
Excellence.
Then I don't
Then
want to just use
I
the
don't want to
straight
just use
pattern.
the
I'm going to
straight
rotate
pattern.
it.
I'm going to rotate it.
Just rotate it
Just
slightly a
rotate
bit.
it slightly a bit.
Let me make the background
Let
white.
me make the background white.
I think white is better. Yeah.
White is better. Yeah.
So now we can
Now
just show this
you
kind
can
of
just show this
presentation
kind of
to the
presentation
clients
to
for
clients
business card.
for business card.
Then this
Then
one for the
this one
for all of them.
all of them.
I want to do the same thing
I
here,
want
but I don't want to go through that stress
I
again.
don't want to go through that stress again.
I'm just going to put a background.
Just going to put a background.
So the
So
three stuff we designed,
the
we
three
have now
stuff we
arranged them
designed,
in a
we have now arranged
presentation
them in a
form,
presentation
right?
form,
The letter
right?
heading, the
The
business
letter
card,
heading,
and
the
the ID
business
card.
card,
So
and
if you
the
look
ID
at
card.
everything we
So if
did
you
there,
look
you
at
see like
everything we did there, you see
consistency
like
in the design,
consistency in
both
the
the
design,
brand pattern,
both the brand pattern,
both the brand colors,
both the brand
and the
colors,
brand font. So
and the
the same
brand font.
font we
So
used
the same
on their
font
letter
we use
heading is the
on
same
their letter
font
heading is the
we are
same
using
font
on the business
we are
card. Is the
using
same
on the
font we are
business card,
using
is the same
on
font we are using on
the same font we are using
same
on
font we are
the
using
ID card.
on
So
the
there's a
ID card. So
consistency.
there's a
This is
consistency.
what we mean by
This is what we mean by
branding,
branding.
whereby you are going to
Branding,
see
whereby you are going to
the
see
brand colors, the brand
the
logo
brand colors, the brand
consistently
logo
on every of their
consistently
brand
on every
materials.
of their brand
So
material.
whether it is
So
a business
whether
card
it
or
is a
whatsoever,
business
you're going
card
to
or
see
whatsoever, you are
that
going to see
pattern
that
applied
pattern
somewhere, whether a
applied
color
somewhere,
from the
whether
brand
a
or
color
even the
from the
font.
brand or
So
even the
anywhere you
font.
see this, you're
So
going to know,
anywhere you
okay,
see
this
this, you're going to know,
belongs
okay, this
to this brand,
belongs to
right?
this brand, right?
So now these are
So
like
now
simple stuff you
these
can
are
make.
like simple stuff you can make.
Then you can even go into
Then
like
you can even
simple
go into like
posters
simple posters
for
for
them.
for
You
them.
can create simple
And
posters.
create simple
Should
posters.
we make a poster?
You make a poster.
That means we'll have to now go
I
and
mean,
get
we have to
pictures.
now go and get
I don't have
pictures.
that time for that.
Don't have that time for that.
So let's
So
get into the next
let's
page.
get into the next
Um,
page.
okay, let's create one
Okay,
simple
let's
poster. I
create one
think I
simple
have
poster. I
a
think I have
background, a
a
picture I can
background, a
use
picture
somewhere.
I can use somewhere.
But we also have
But
to
we also
generate
have to
copy.
generate
So
copy.
I'll
So
create a
I
copy
will create a
from
copy from
Meta AI.
Meta
So we'll just
AI.
create a simple
So we
copy.
just create a simple copy.
There's this class that I
There's
have
this
this
class that
picture
I have
from.
this picture.
think this is even
I think
perfect.
this
So
is even perfect.
it's even having
It's even have the
it has the brand colors
that's the
already.
brand colors already.
So let me just look for
Let
let
me
me
just
create a
look for let
copy.
me create a copy.
So when I say
So
a
when
copy,
I
I
say
mean
a
like
copy, I mean like
something we can use
something we
for
can
the
use
design,
for
like a
the
word.
design, like a word.
So I can't use
So
voice
I can't
notes
use
for
voice
AI
notes
right now.
for
So I'm going to
AI right
use
now. So I'm
typing.
going to use typing.
Say create
They
a
create
simple
a
copy
simple copy.
for Lumina. Let's see if it's going to remember what I was talking about. Okay. Say Lumina
The
is
Lumina is
an AI application that helps creative generates ideas and inspiration. So I have a copy here, and the first thing he wrote is spark your creativity. Oh, shut up! I'm not talking to you. I'm in a class. You guys can hear me,
you guys
right?
can hear me, right?
My call was on
My
hold.
call was on hold.
Yes, we can, or I can.
Okay.
Okay.
So I just
So I just
sent an
sent
information
an
to
information
ChatGPT
to
or Meta
ChatGPT
AI
or Meta AI, I don't call it ChatGPT,
to give
to
me
give me
an idea
an
for a
idea
copy.
for a
So
copy.
I'll make two
So I'll
designs
make two
here.
designs here.
I'll make this one of
Make
equal
this one of
sizes.
equal sizes.
Alright.
Right.
So I'll power clip
So I'll
this
power
one
clip this
inside
one
here.
inside.
So we'll place
So
our logo
we'll
at the
place
top
our
here.
logo at the top here.
So since we have a
So
dark
since we
background
have a
here,
dark
so
background here,
definitely
so definitely
the text
the
would have to
text
change to
would
like
have to
white.
change to like white.
So I like to create
I like to
a
create
kind
a
of
kind of
a color here. So
color
I'll
here.
edit,
So I'll edit,
copy the properties
copy the
of this.
properties of this.
So I remove the airline
So I remove
from
the airline
here.
from here.
So what I'll do next, I'll use
So
a
what I'll do next, I'll
transparency
use a
fill, which
transparency
is
fill,
this
which is
transparency
this
tool.
transparency tool.
Then go to
Then go
this one,
to
fountain
this one, fountain
transparency.
transparency.
Then I can rotate
I can rotate
upwards.
upwards.
So just like this is going
So
to
just
have
like
the
this is going
feel
to
of the
have the
brand
feel of the brand
like that.
like that.
Then we can now
Then
type
we can now type
using our font type.
using our
So
font
there's no
type.
need looking for
So
the
there's
font
no need
again. I
looking
already
for the
have it
font again. I
here.
already have them here.
So what I have here is
So
Spark
what
Your
I have here is spark your
Creativity with
creativity.
Lumina. So we'll reduce the
So we'll
spacing.
reduce the
Remember,
spacing.
kenning and
Remember,
tracking.
kenning and tracking.
So I can break this
So I
apart.
can break
Control
this
K.
apart. Control K.
I want to increase the
I want to
lumina
increase the lumina
to like this.
like this.
And I'll use, instead
And
of
I'll
Gilroy
use,
semi
instead of
bold,
Gilroy semi bold,
we can use
I
extra bold
use extra
instead.
bold instead.
So these are just
These
simple
are just
designs you
simple,
can
simple
make for the
designs you
brand
can
also.
make for the brand also.
Alright.
Right.
So the only thing remaining
So
to
the only
put,
thing remaining to put,
you can put their social
can
media
put their
accounts
social media accounts
underneath
underneath
using white also.
using white also.
So you see,
So you see,
like this is a
like
simple
this
poster,
is a simple poster,
right? And this can be used
right? And
on
this
their
can be used
Instagram, it can
on
be
their
used on their
Instagram, it can be
Facebook,
used on their
wheresoever
Facebook,
you want to use it.
whatsoever
So
you want
whenever
to
we are
use it.
making a design
So
for this
whenever we are
brand,
making a
we
design
must
for this
always
brand,
see like
we
a
must always
reflection
see
of
like
these
a
colors,
reflection of these
right?
colors,
So this is a simple
right?
poster
So
we
this is a
just
simple
made.
poster we just
And
made.
if you are thinking of
And if you are thinking
copies
of
that you can make, you can
copies
ask
that you can make, you can
ChatGPT.
ask ChatGPT.
That is if you are the one
That
that is
is
going to
if
be
you
in
are the
charge
one
of.
that is going to be in
So
charge
most
of.
times when we work for
So
brands
most
like
times
this,
when we
it's not
work
the
for
designer
brands like
that
this,
comes up
it's
with
not the
copies.
designer that comes up with copies.
We have like the
We
content
have
people
like
that
the
create
content
content,
people that create content
content write up,
and content
and
write
they
up,
just give it to the
and
designer,
they
and
just give it to the
all we have to do
designer, and
is design
all we have to do is
for that
design
purpose.
for that purpose.
So we'll make another design here,
We'll
but
make
for
another
this one,
design here. But for this one,
I'm even thinking of
I'm even
placing
thinking
like,
of placing like
so extract content,
extract content,
these layers that are here.
these layers that are here.
So I'll duplicate it
I'll duplicate it
because I
because
would prefer this stuff to
I
be
would prefer
inside this
this stuff
design
to be
also.
inside this design also.
They are showing, but it's very very
I'm showing,
light.
but it's very light.
Let me make it like 90.
Let me make it like 90.
So you can see the patterns at
You
the
can see the
background.
patterns at the background.
So we can just keep the
Right, so
pattern
we can
there
just
like
keep
that.
the pattern there like that also.
So you can see the patterns at the
So you can
background.
see the patterns at
So
the
we just
background.
power clip it
So we
inside.
just power clip it
And
inside.
as simple as this, we have
And
created
as
a
simple
flyer.
as this, we have created a flyer.
Like if the client
Like
wants to create
if the client
more
wants to
and
create
more stuff, we are
more
just
and
going to
more
just
stuff,
stick
we
to
are
this.
just going
So
to just
remember
stick
we are
to this.
following
So remember
all
we
the
are
brand
following
instruction that we
all
gave
the brand
about the
instruction
font
that we
type,
gave
which is
about the
Gilroy.
font
Either you're
type,
using
which is
extra bold,
Gilroy. Either
semi
you're
bold,
using
or
extra bold,
heavy,
semi-bold,
or
or
medium,
heavy,
or just the
or
regular font.
medium,
So you see, we
or just
mixed
the
it up
regular
here.
font. So you see, we mixed it up
Then
here.
this is what we
And
got.
this
Very
is what we
simple
got.
and
Very
catchy flyer.
simple and catchy flyer.
So it's not
So
every
it's
poster you
not
want to
every
make
poster you want to make
that's going to like
that's
carry
going
the
to like
whole.
carry the whole
I'm going to have pictures,
going to
right?
have pictures,
So you can
right?
make simple
So you
posters
can make
also.
simple
That
posters
is just
also.
the
That is
background
just
is just
the
the
background
color,
is just the color,
or maybe he
or
has the
maybe
feel
it has
of
the
the logo.
feel of the logo.
All right, so let's try that for
So
this
let's
one. That's
try
what I'm
that
going to
for
try
this
out
one.
for
That's
this.
what I'm going to try out for this.
So if you go to edit,
So
say
if you go to
copy
edit, say
properties.
copy properties.
So remember, copy properties
So
means that you
remember,
want to
copy properties
copy
means
the
that you want to
properties
copy the
from an
properties
item.
from an
So you can copy
item.
the
So
outline
you can
pen
copy the
or the
outline
outline
pen or
color
the
or the
outline
fill. So
color
what I
or
want to
the
copy
fill.
is the
So what I
fill.
want to copy is the fill.
So it's just fill that is
So it's
thick.
just
So say
fill that is
okay.
thick. So say okay,
I'm copying this fill.
copying this fill.
So if I'm not okay with
So if
how
I'm
this
not
stuff
okay
is,
with
I can
how this
rotate
stuff
it,
is, I can
bend
rotate
it,
it, bend it,
whatsoever way I want,
whatsoever
right?
way I want,
Or
right?
we can go into
Or we can go
F11
into F11,
and restructure how the color
structure
is
how
looking
the
like.
color is looking like.
So I'm thinking of adding
So I'm thinking of
extra
adding
colors in
extra
here. Let's
colors
see.
in here. Let's see.
Just to add more blend.
Just to add more blend.
Ah, you know work. Control
You know
Z.
what? Control Z.
My boss.
My boss.
Good morning, sir.
One sir.
Let me duplicate
Let
this
me
once
duplicate
again.
this once again.
18. Yeah.
18. Yeah.
In like 30 minutes time.
30 minutes
But
time.
I'm into my hard drive with
I'm
it.
into my hard drive
I
with
use
it.
a hard drive.
And I use a hard drive.
So we'll use the second
So
copy
we'll
that
use
we
the
have.
second copy
Just
that we
copy
have.
it from here.
Copy it from here.
Um, this copy is very long.
Copy is very long.
Let's just start it.
Let's
So
just
I'll
start
just
it.
say generate
So I'll
fresh,
just say generate fresh
ideas.
ideas.
I don't like what is
I don't
happening
like
here.
what is happening
So
here.
good.
So good.
Let's control this.
Let's continue it.
So you see,
So you say generate fresh
perspective.
perspective.
Explore
Explore.
new concepts. So you see how the AI is
You
helping
see
us
how
with
the AI is helping us with
words to put in the design.
words to
So
put in a design. So
sometimes if you don't know what to put in the
like if you
design,
don't know
you
what to
just
put in a design, you
ask
just
and
ask and
shall be given on to
I'll
you.
be giving on to you.
Ignite your
Ignite your
imagination
nation
with what?
with what?
Lumina.
Lumina.
So the next thing we put
The
is
next thing we put is
I forgot I had
And
to
I
power clear
forgot I
this
had to
pattern
power
inside
clean
of
this
this.
pattern inside of this.
Oh,
Oh,
I'll have to cut.
I'll have to cut.
Oh, and this cut used to
And
stress
this
me.
cut is to stress me.
So I'll paste the
I'll
pattern
paste the
inside it.
pattern inside it.
I think it's showing too much,
It's
so
showing
I'm
too
going to
much,
make it
so
a
I'm
bit
going to
more
make it a
transparent.
bit more transparent.
So instead of
So
90,
instead of
we'll
90,
increase the
we'll
transparency to
increase the
like,
transparency to like,
let's say 93.
let's say 93.
Alright.
Alright.
So for this one,
So for this one,
so the transparency, so
the
this
transparency.
transparency
So
line
this
here, look at it.
transparency line,
This
look at
stuff can be moved,
this
right?
stuff
So
can
the
be
more you
moved,
move it,
right?
the
So
more
the more you move it, the more
transparent it gets,
transparent it
right?
gets.
So you move it like
Right?
this,
So you
or
move
you
it
move
like
it like
this, or you
this,
move it like this,
right? If you move it like
right?
this, you can
Move
see
it
that we
like
can still
this.
see this
You
image,
can see that we
right?
can still see this
So meaning
image,
that we
right?
have to move this
So meaning that
upwards,
we have to move this upwards,
like at this.
like this.
Now this thing is not giving me what I
Now this
want.
is not
So
giving me
here's
what
what I
I
want
want.
to do
So
now.
here's what I want to do now.
So instead of filling it up to
Instead
this
of filling it
extent,
up to this extent,
I'm going to copy the black
I'm going to copy the
here,
black here,
fill it up here.
fill it up here.
So it's possible for you to
It's
see what
possible
you're
for you
doing
to
first.
see what you're doing first.
So if you're not okay with it,
If you're
you
not
can
okay
change
with it,
it.
you can change it.
I want to copy this text
I
I
want to
have up
copy this
here.
text I have up here.
So I'd have to also change the
So I'll have to
arrangement
also
of the
change the
text like
arrangement of the
this to
text
the
like
right.
this to the right.
Then come on.
Oh,
I don't want the text
I
to
don't want
cover
the
her face.
text over
That's
her
just the problem.
face. That's the problem.
No, I think I'm okay with this one.
I'm okay with this one.
So I'm going to place it
I'm going to
inside
place
here
it
also.
inside here also.
Oh, so you see that
So
across
you see
board
that
for
across board,
whatever we are
for
designing for
whatever
the
we are
client,
designing for the client,
we'll be sticking with the
we'll
same
be sticking with the
colors,
same
right?
colors,
So
right?
simple
So
stuff like this.
simple stuff like this
It might take you time, but
might take you
you see
time,
that
but you see
because
that
we already have
because we
a
already
brand
have
color, we
a
already have a
brand
brand
color, we
pattern.
already have a brand pattern.
The design is kind of
The
looking,
design is kind of
the
looking,
elements we want
the
to place into the
elements we want
design
to
is
place
not
into the
like
design is not
being difficult
like
for us
being difficult
because we
for us
already have
because
stuff
we already
already that
have
we
stuff
can use,
already that we can
right?
use,
So that is the
right?
essence
So that
of
is the
this
essence
brand
of
pattern. So you
this
can see the
brand
brand
pattern. So
pattern
you can see the brand
being
pattern
used
being used
inside of a flyer,
inside of
inside
the
of a
flyer, inside
poster,
of the
and inside
poster,
of a billboard.
and
So
inside
just
of
create
the
these three
billboard.
kind
So
of
just
designs.
create these three kind
So
of
this
designs.
one can be
So
used as
this
a
one
poster,
can be used as a
pasted
poster,
on a
pasted
simple poster
on
on the
a
wall.
simple poster on the
You can use it for
wall.
social media. In
You can
fact,
use
any
it
one
for
of them
social
can be
media.
used
In
for
fact,
social
every
media,
one of
even
them can
as
be used for social media,
their
even as
LinkedIn banner
their
or even a
LinkedIn
Facebook
banner or
banner.
even a Facebook banner.
So
So
I'll create one more thing
I'll
and
create
I'll
one more
let's
thing and
see.
I will let's see.
My time is not enough.
Time is not enough.
Let's just try and finish
Let's
everything we
try
want
and
to do
finish
today.
everything we want to do today.
How many slides do we have
How
now
many
for
slides do we have
stationery?
now for stationery?
Then this.
In this.
So I'm going to create one
So
more
I'm going to
slide.
create one more slide.
There's a lot of images I've
There's a lot of
downloaded.
images
I
I've
want us
downloaded.
to
I want those to
edit. Let
edit.
me get to see them if
Let
they
me
are
get to see
actually
them
here.
if they are still here.
So one,
So
two,
one,
three,
two,
four,
three,
five.
four, five.
Wow.
Wow.
I think only one of them
I
I'm going
think
to take
only
into
one of them I'm
Photoshop to
going to
show you
take
what I
into
want to show
Photoshop to
you.
show you what I want to show you.
So we're going to open this
So we're going
one
to
and
open
this
this
one
one and this one
in Photoshop, right?
Photoshop.
So
Right.
let's basically open
So
every
let's
one of
basically
them.
open every one of them.
So here's the Photoshop.
So
I've
here is the
opened it
Photoshop.
down
I've
already.
opened it down already.
So the interface is just
The
like our
interface is just
CorelDRAW is,
like our CorelDRAW is,
but different
but
different
different
tools,
different tools.
right?
Right.
I hope this guy is
I
working
hope
right
this
now.
guy is working right now.
Alright. So to open a
Right.
file, you can
So to open
either
a file, you can
reduce
either
the
reduce
minimize the
the
screen,
minimize the screen,
right, and just drag the
right,
file
and just drag the
inside,
file inside,
or you open
or
this
you
way and we say
open this way
file,
and we say file,
and we have open here,
and we have
right?
open
So if
here,
I click
right?
on open,
If I click
just
on
like we open in
open, just
CorelDRAW,
like we open in CorelDRAW,
I want to edit a particular
I want to
picture
edit a
right
particular
now. So
picture right now. So
wow, program error.
wow, program error.
It means I'm going to just
Yes,
share
I'm going to just
Photoshop
share Photoshop
tutorial link. Oh.
tutorial
Might not
link.
be able to do this
I
because
not
time
be
is
able to
already
do this.
gone.
Time is already gone.
Please open.
It's open.
Alright, it's opened.
All right, it's open.
So I'll go to my
So
downloads
I'll go to my
here.
downloads here.
So the picture I want to
So
bring
the
in,
picture I want to bring in,
I'm going to bring in this
I'm going
one,
to bring in this one.
and which one should I bring in?
And which one should I bring again?
But I'll bring both
But I'll
him
bring
and
both
this.
him and this.
Let's open them.
Let's
So as
open
the
them.
word implies,
So as the word
Photoshop, so
implies,
we use it for photo editing,
Photoshop. So we use it for photo
right?
editing,
So I'm going
right?
to
So I'm going to
using this one. 'Cause, 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 now you can see
So
that
now
this
you
image
can see that
is
this image
red,
is red,
right? But
right?
from
But from
our
our
brand colors, what we have there is
from
green and
our
orange, right? So in Photoshop here,
brand
we can
colors, what
easily
we have there
edit,
is
change the
green
colors.
and
So
orange,
let's say
right?
somebody is
So in
wearing like
Photoshop
a
here, we
blue
can
shirt,
easily edit,
right?
change the colors.
And
So let's
we
say
want to
somebody is
change the
wearing
person's
like a
shirt
blue
from
shirt,
yellow to
right?
green
And we
to
want
be
to
able
change
to
the
like
person's
look
shirt from
originally like your
yellow to
brand colors.
green
So
to be
it's
able to
possible
like
here.
look
It's also
originally
possible in
like your
CorelDRAW.
brand color.
There's a
So it's possible
particular
here.
tool
It's
here, the
also
effect
possible
tool,
in CorelDRAW.
where
There's
we
a
can
particular
achieve
tool
that.
here, the effect tool, where
But
we can achieve that.
Photoshop is more better
But
for that,
Photoshop is
right?
more better for that,
It's more better for that.
right?
So it's good for
More
photo
better for that. So
editing.
it's good for
So
photo
let's start
editing.
from the first one,
Let's start from the first one,
a flat screen mockup,
a flat screen mockup,
right? So what we're going to do
right?
is that we're going to go to
So
the
what we're going to do
image
is that we're going to go to the
tool
image
and adjustment,
and adjustment.
right? So I'm going to hue and
So I'll go
saturation. So
to
yeah, I have
hue and
hue and
saturation.
saturation.
So yeah, I have hue and saturation.
So if I should move this
So
hue
if I
around
should
like
move this
this,
hue around like
the
this,
colors of the
the
item is
colors
going to
of the
change. Everything
item
is
is
going
going
to
to
change,
change.
right?
Everything is going to change, right?
So I can just stick to that
So
if I
I
want.
can
But
just
now,
stick
if
to
I
that
say I
if I
want to
want.
just
But now,
change
if
only
I
the
say I want to
color
just
red,
change only the color red,
there is
there
master,
is
and we have red,
master
yellow,
and we have
green,
red,
cyan,
yellow,
blue,
green,
and
cyan,
magenta.
blue, and
So you're just
magenta.
going to select
So I'm
color
just
red
going to select color red
instead.
instead.
So you see that
So you see
it's
that
even affecting the
it's
color
even
we have at the
affecting the
back.
color we have at the back.
So because that
So
color
because
has a bit
that
tint
color has
of
a bit
red
tint
also.
of red also.
I don't know. Is this the green?
I
Is
don't know.
this the
Is this the
green we are
green?
using?
This is the green we're using.
But it's not even green we're using. It's
It's not
blue,
even
right?
green we're using. It's blue, right?
I think this is the kind of color
I
we're
think this is
using.
the kind of color we're using.
So let me go
So
to
let
green
me
now. Let
go
me see
to
if this green
green
will
now.
work.
Let me see if this green works.
Let's say okay first.
I say
So I'll
okay
go back
first.
to my image
So I'll
again.
go back to my image
Hue and
again.
saturation.
Yeah,
I need just the greens to
I need
change.
just the greens to change.
Yeah, so that it look like the
Yeah,
yellow.
so that it look like the yellow.
So we can increase saturation.
So we can
Saturation means to
increase
make it more
saturation.
shouty.
Saturation means to make it more
Add
shouty,
a bit of noise to it, but
add a
I
bit
don't
of
want to
noise
do
to
that.
it, but I don't want to do
So I'll
that.
say okay.
So I'll say, oh,
All right.
okay,
So
all right.
apart from this, so when
So
we stop here,
apart
now you
from
might
this,
say,
so
okay,
when we stop here,
what
now you
how
might
are
say,
we going to
okay,
place our
what
own
how are we
logo
going to
on
place
this
our
stuff,
own logo
right?
on this
So this is
stuff,
a picture
right? So
format
this is a
of mockup
picture
now.
format
They are
of mockup
PSD
now.
formats.
They
Okay,
are
I told you about
PSD format.
extensions,
I told you
JPEG,
about
PNG,
extensions,
PSD.
JPEG,
But this
PNG,
is an
PSD.
image. I want
But
to
this is
edit
an
it and still
image. I
create our
want to edit
mockup
them and
inside of
still create our
CorelDRAW.
mockup inside
Now,
of CorelDRAW.
they are
Now,
PSD
they are
mockup that you can
PSD
just download,
mockup that you can
bring
just
in here,
download, bring in here,
change the layers,
change the
remove
layers,
the logo that was there
remove
already,
the logo that
and
was there
replace
already,
yours,
and replace
right?
yours.
I have that,
Right?
but I
I
think
have
let's
that,
see if
but
before the class
let's
ends we
see if
might
before the
try that
class
out
ends, we
also.
might try that out also.
So what
So
we are doing now, we want to
what we are
edit
doing
this
now, we
logo
want to
out.
edit
How are
this
we going
logo
to
out.
remove
How are
this
we going to
logo?
remove this
So to
logo?
zoom
So
in
to zoom
Photoshop and zoom out,
in
Control
Photoshop and zoom
plus
out,
for zooming
Control
in,
plus for
Control
zooming
minus
in,
to zoom out.
Control minus to
Now
zoom
we
out.
also have the zoom
Now we
tool
also
here,
have the zoom tool
right?
here, right?
The zoom tool here, just
The
like
zoom
in
tool here,
CorelDRAW, we
just
have the
like
zoom
in
tool.
CorelDRAW, we
So
have
you
the
can
zoom
use the
tool.
zoom tool
So you
and
can use
draw
the zoom
over
tool
a
and
particular
draw over
section
a particular
and you zoom
section,
closer,
and you zoom
right?
closer,
So you can say
right?
fit on
So you can
screen,
say fit on
whatsoever
screen,
things you want to do.
whatsoever things you
Now
want to
we
do.
are getting to
Now we
covering
are
this
getting
place,
to
right? To make
covering
this
this
place
place,
fill
right?
up.
To make this place fill up.
So let me start
So let me
like this. I
start
can just draw
like this.
over
I can
this.
just draw over this.
So we have a tool
So
here
we
which is
have a
called
tool here which is called
um, polygon
uh,
lasso tool. So there are a
polygon
lot of
lasso
lasso
tool. So
tools
there are
in
a lot
there,
of lasso tools
just
in there,
like these
just
ones.
like this
So there
ones.
is lasso tool,
So there
polygonal
is
lasso
lasso
tool,
tool,
magnetic tool.
polygonal lasso
Mind you,
tool,
as
magnetic
we
tool.
are drawing
Mind you,
box,
as we are drawing box,
work.
what
Is it working?
is working.
So as we are drawing box
So as
in
we are drawing
CorelDRAW and
box
other
in
stuff, there are
CorelDRAW and
also
other stuff,
tools for
there are
drawing box
also
here,
tools for drawing
which
box
is
here,
this tool
which
here,
is this tool here,
right? The
right?
object tool,
The
then they have the
object
text
tool,
tool.
then they have the
So you
text
can
tool.
explore them.
You
I
can
think in
explore
my
them.
previous
I think
classes,
in my
I
previous classes,
did extensive
I did
stuff even
extensive
in
stuff even
Photoshop.
in
So I'll find
Photoshop.
a link for that
I'll
one and
find a
also
link for
share.
that one and also
But for
share.
now, we'll just
But
work
for
on
now, we'll
mockup
just
here.
work on mockup
So these
here.
tools,
So
they are
these
used for
tools,
tracing.
they are
So
used
let's
for
say we want
tracing.
to trace
So
out
let's
a
say we
picture,
want to trace
right?
out a
So let's say
picture, all right?
this
So
is the head of
let's
somebody,
say this is
right?
the head of somebody,
And I want to trace trace this out. So
right? And I want
I
to
can
trace this
easily
out.
use
So
my tool
I
here,
can
which
easily
is
use
this
my
one,
tool here, which is this
polygonal
one,
lasso tool,
polygonal lasso
and
tool,
just trace over this
and just trace over this
place like this.
like this,
just like drawing a line.
just
Okay,
like
so
drawing
like
a
this, I
line.
have traced
So
this
like this,
actual
I have
spot,
traced this actual
right? I
spot,
can then
right?
copy it
I
by
can
clicking
then
Ctrl
copy
C
it by clicking
and
Ctrl
click
C
Ctrl N, open a
and
new
click
page
Ctrl
and
N,
paste
open
it
a new
here.
page and
But I
paste
don't want
it
to do it
here.
right now.
I don't want to
I'm
do it
going to
right
do it
now.
when
I'm going to do
we
it when
trace this guy,
we
the other guy there
trace this
wearing a
guy,
black
the other guy
clothes.
there wearing a black
So for now,
clothes.
let's just cover
So
this
for now,
background.
let's just
So
cover
now
this background.
I've taught
So
you how
now
to change colors
I've
in
taught you how to change
Photoshop,
colors
right?
in
So let's say we
Photoshop,
have
right?
a
So let's
picture
say
of
we
somebody
have
wearing a
a
different
picture of
shirt.
somebody wearing a
I'm wearing
different shirt,
Aslan Jason,
like
I'm
I'm
wearing
wearing
red.
Aslan
And
Jason,
I
I'm
can
wearing
change my
red.
color from
I can
red
change my color
to
from red
yellow, green,
to
whatsoever
yellow,
color.
green,
Just
whatsoever
bringing a
color.
picture
Just
in
bringing a
here
picture
in
in
Photoshop,
here,
right? So
Photoshop,
now I want to
right? So
cover
now I want to
this
cover
thing
this
they wrote here.
thing they wrote here.
So let's say on the
So
shirt
let's say on
they
the
have the
shirt
logo of
they
Nike,
have the logo
and I
of
want to remove that
Nike,
logo.
and I want to remove
You
that
just trace over
logo.
it
We'll just
and
trace
click on
over it
fill,
and click on fill,
and you select
and
content
you
awareness. I
select
think
content
default
awareness.
setting
I
is already
think
in
default
content aware,
setting is already in
but if
content
yours is
aware.
not in content
But
aware,
if
make
yours
sure
is
it's
not
in
in
content
content
aware
aware, make sure it's in
and you
content
say
aware,
okay.
and you say okay.
If I click OK, you're going to see
If I
that
click OK,
the
you're going to see
Photoshop
that
is going to
the
select the
Photoshop
area.
is going to
You
select
see
the
that
area.
logo is covered.
You see that logo is covered.
So there are various ways of doing
So
this.
there are
So if
various
you
ways
even
of
check
doing this.
online,
So
you
if
see
you
how
even
other
check online, you
designers
see how other
do
designers
theirs. So there's no
do
particular
theirs.
one
So
way.
there is no
Others might
particular
use a
one way.
different way.
So others
Or if
might
you're
use a
even using the
different way.
current Photoshop
If you're even using the
2024,
current
you might not even need
Photoshop
to go through all
2024,
this, right?
you are
So
not
if your
even need
Photoshop
to
is
go
connected
through
to
all
the
this.
internet,
Like if the Photoshop is
you
connected to
just
the
use the
internet,
AI
you
prompt
just
that is
use the
listed
AI
below. So you
prompts
just
that is
type
instead of the Photoshop and
cover
just
this
type
area. So
cover
let's say
this
you have a
area.
picture of
Or
yourself
let's say you
in
have a picture of
Nigeria.
yourself in
So instead
Nigeria.
of trying to create a
So
photo
instead of trying
manipulation
to
where you
create a
cut
photo
your head,
manipulation where you
if
cut
you
your
have seen
head,
all this
if you have seen all
transfer
this
rumor, let's say
transfer
when
rumor,
Mbappe
let's
went
say
to
when
Madrid,
Mbappe went to Madrid,
Mbappe was not wearing the Madrid
Mbappe
jersey
was not
yet,
wearing the
right?
Madrid
So they have to
jersey
like
yet, right? So they have
trace
to
off
like
his head, his
trace
hand,
off his head,
and
his
fix it
hand,
up in the
and
jersey.
fix it
And
up in the
instead of going
jersey.
through those stress,
Instead of going
there
through those
is an
stress,
AI feature that
there
is
is
called
an
Adobe
AI feature that is
Firefly,
called Adobe
right?
Firefly,
So in the Adobe
right?
Firefly, you can
So in the
just
Adobe Firefly, you can
input
just
the command
input
and say,
the command and
do
say,
this, make
do
him wear a
this, make
jersey
him
of
wear a
football sports,
jersey of
and
football
Photoshop is
sports.
going to do it,
And Photoshop is going to
right?
do it, right?
So if you have that
So if you have that
latest Photoshop, you can do
latest
that. But this
Photoshop,
one
you
I'm
can do
using
that.
here
But this one I'm
doesn't
using
have
here
a
doesn't
recent
have
update, so we are
a
going to
recent update. So we
design
are
this
going to
ourselves manually,
design this ourselves manually,
right? So you can
right?
see we have
So you can
removed the
see we
logo
have
from the
removed
phone.
the logo from the
So this
phone.
mockup
So
I can
this
now save,
mockup I can now save,
can't end here. So I want
can't
to
end
remove,
here. So I want to
should
remove,
I remove this thing?
that remove this.
Why did they even type this
Why did they even
stuff
type
here?
this stuff here?
So this is what the fill
So this is what the
object
fill
does.
object does.
So as you can see,
So
it
as you can see,
selects
it
close
selects
items.
close
So that's why as I
items.
did this on top of
That's
this
why as I
white, I
did this on
selected
top of this
this
white, and I selected
gray
this
that is close by and
gray that
filled
is
up
close by and filled
the
up
space there.
space there.
All right. So like
Right.
this, we are done with
So
this one.
like this, we are
So
done
let's
with
go to
this
the
one.
next one,
So let's go to the
which
next
is
one,
this.
which is
Is
this
the handsome guy.
is the
So
handsome
why
guy.
I downloaded this guy's
So why I
picture was
downloaded this
I
guy's
want to
picture was
place
I want to
my
place
logo on this
my
shirt,
logo on
right,
this
and on
shirt,
the
right, and on the
durag that I tied on his head.
durag that I tied
But
on his
before we
head.
go into that,
But
let's
before we go into
do
that,
what I wanted
let's
to do
do
here.
what I wanted to do
So
here.
now, tracing
So now,
pictures from a
tracing
background most
pictures
times
from a background most
can be very,
times
very difficult,
can be very,
right?
very difficult,
Especially,
right?
let's say the person is
Especially,
wearing
let's
a
say the
white
person is wearing
top,
a white
and the
top,
background that the person
and the
snapped the picture
background that the
on
person
is
snapped the
also
picture
white.
on is also white.
So you want to now start tracing
So
this
you want to
picture
now start tracing
using
this picture
these two,
using these two,
using
using the
polygonal lasso tool. We have
polygonal lasso
different
tool.
ones.
We
We have
have
the lasso
different
tool,
ones. The
the
lasso
magic
tool,
lasso tool,
magic
right?
lasso
They
tool,
all
right?
function
They
for
all
the same purpose,
function for the
but
same
in different
purpose.
styles. So you know how
For
magnet
instance,
work.
you know how
It
magnet
clicks
work.
and move, clicks
It
and move.
clicks and
But
move,
the
clicks and move. But the
polygonal
no,
lasso tool in Jesus' name.
polygonal
Wow.
lasso tool in Jesus' name. Wow.
Polygonal lasso tool
Polygonal
is
lasso
better
tool
for
is
tracing,
better for
right?
tracing,
But instead of using the
right?
polygonal
But
lasso
instead
tool,
of
there's
using the
another tool that
polygonal
is
lasso tool,
very,
there's
very
another
easy to
tool that
use,
is
the magic
very, very
wand,
easy to use, which is the
right?
magic wand,
So we have the magic wand
right?
here under the polygonal lasso tool. So if I should click on
have
the
the
magic
magic
wand.
wand
All I need to do
here
is just click on the
under the
background.
polygonal lasso tool. So if I
Now
click on the magic
Photoshop by
wand, all I need
itself
to do is just
would
click on the
select the
background.
background by
Now
itself. As you can
Photoshop
see,
by
it has
itself
selected the whole
would
background.
select the background by
So as
itself.
you
As you
can
can
see,
see, it has
those
selected the whole
lines going
background.
around that
Right, as you
guy.
can see those
So it has
lines
selected
going
the guy
around that
by
guy.
itself.
So it has selected
But if you are
the guy
using
by
this
itself.
tool,
But
this
if you
one,
are using this tool,
the
this one,
polygonal lasso tool, which is
the
selected already,
polygonal lasso which is
you would have
selected
to
already,
like
you would have
plus
to
in to the
like
picture. So I
plus
downloaded this
in
picture from
picture. So I downloaded this picture
right? So
from
you can also
Free Pick, right? So you
Google
can
them and
also
trace. So you can
Google
just
them and trace. So you can
you have to
just
now start tracing
you
this
have to now
picture by
start
yourself
tracing this picture
one
by
by
yourself,
one. Like it's going
one
to
by
take you at
one.
least
Like it's going to
close to
take
like
you at
30
least
minutes or 15
close
minutes,
to like 30
depending
minutes
on
or
how
15
good you
minutes,
are with
depending
tracing.
on how good you are with
And no
tracing.
matter how you trace it,
And no matter how you trace it,
my dear,
man,
you're going
my
to
my
make
dear,
mistakes
you are
somewhere,
going to make
somewhere.
mistakes somewhere,
So
somewhere,
that's why most times, if
right?
you're working
So
for a
that's why most
client
times, if
and
you're working for a client
you want to
and
snap pictures
you want to snap
and they are
pictures
going to use for the design,
and they are going to use
I
for the design,
prefer
I prefer
them snapping
them snapping
pictures with a
pictures with
standard
a
photographer
standard
that's going to snap
photographer
them on a
that's going to
background,
snap them on the background.
so that because if the background is
So that
yellow
because if
and
the
they are wearing a
background is
different
yellow
clothes,
and they are wearing a
I can
different
easily
clothes,
just trace the
I can
background.
easily just
Now I
trace the
told you
background.
that there are
Now I
AI
told you that
tools
there
that
are
can
AI
trace
tools
backgrounds
that
for
can
us
trace backgrounds
easily,
for us
like
easily, like
remove.pg. So if you
remove
visit the
.pg.
website
So if you visit
remove.pg,
the website,
upload the
remove.pg,
picture there,
upload the picture there,
remove.pg is going to trace
remove.pg is
out the
going to
background
trace out the
and give
background
you your
and
image
give you your
like that.
image
Now
like
the
that.
reason why I don't use
Now the reason
remove.pg
why I
more
don't use
again, because
remove.pg more again
remove.pg
because
is a
remove.pg
premium
is a
software,
premium
right?
software,
A
right?
website.
Or a
So
website.
they
So
have two
they
packages
have two
whereby if you're
packages
paying
whereby
for the
if you're
website
paying for the
monthly, I think
website
it's close to like,
monthly, I think it's close to
is
like,
it like Jesus,
is it like Jesus,
like $30
like
or like $50
$30
per
or
month,
like $50 per month.
you will be downloading your picture
You'll
in
be downloading your
HD
picture
resolution,
in
right?
HD
But if
resolution,
you are using their
right?
free
But if
package,
you're using their
they are
free
going to
package,
reduce the
they are going to
standard of the
reduce the
picture,
standard of the
right?
picture,
And it wouldn't
right?
be good
And
because
it
a
wouldn't be
good
good
design,
because a
to
good
create a
design,
good design
to
most
create a
times,
good
when the
design most times,
client
when the
send you a good
client
resolution
send you a
picture,
good
it
resolution
also
picture,
add to the
it
effects
also
of the
adds
design.
to the
It makes the
effects
design
of the
look very
design. It
fine.
makes the
So
design
that's
look
why
very
it's
fine.
good for
So
your
that's like it's
clients
good
to
for your
patronize a
clients to
photographer,
patronize a
right?
photographer,
And you
right?
should make them know that
And you
your
should make
job is
them
a
know that
graphic
your job
designer.
is
So
a
I've gotten
graphic
some pictures
designer.
of
So I've gotten
clients.
some pictures of
They will not bring
clients.
their pictures. See,
They will
this
not bring
picture is
their
not for
pictures.
help
This
and
picture
edit
is
it.
not for help
Well,
and
it's an
edit it.
opportunity to
Well,
charge
it's an
higher.
opportunity to
They're
charge
going to charge
higher.
for
They're
editing
going to charge for editing
of the picture.
of the picture.
I wish you good luck.
I wish you good luck.
So
So
if they don't have a good
if they
picture,
don't
you
have a
ask them
good
to
picture, you
snap a
ask
good
them to
picture.
snap
But
a
if they
good
have
picture. But if they
pictures that
have
are not of high
pictures that
quality,
are
you
not
can
of high
help them
quality,
in
you can help
editing
them in
the picture.
editing
All right.
picture.
So
Alright.
here we go.
So here we go.
So instead of wasting
So
my time and
instead
doing
of
all this,
wasting
I
my
will
time and
just use
doing
my
all
magic
this,
wand,
I will just use my magic wand,
tap on this. And why magic
tap
wand
on
could
this.
work
And
here
why magic
is
wand could
because
work here
the background
is
has a
because
different
the
color
background has a
from the
different color
subject.
from the
Now,
subject.
this
Now,
Photoshop is not
this
updated one.
Photoshop not
The
updated
recent
one. The
Photoshop, there's
recent
what we call
Photoshop, there's what
object
we call
selection.
object
So if you click
selection.
on object
So if
selection,
you click on
Photoshop by
object selection,
itself,
Photoshop by
with the
itself,
artificial intelligence
with the
that it has,
artificial intelligence
we
that
look
it
for
has,
objects
we look
on the
for
background and
objects on
select
the
each one
background and
separately.
select each one
And you can tell
separately.
it which
And
one
you can
you
tell him
want
which
exactly.
one
So you
you
see that this
want
stuff are making
exactly. You see that this
our
stuff are
job
making
very, very easy.
our job
I've
very,
seen
very
some
easy.
banners where
I've seen
they
some
have
banners
like
where
10 pictures.
they
Let's
have
say it's
like
a church
10
banner.
pictures. Let's say it's a church banner.
10 pictures.
10 pictures.
You that is not a designer, you
You
won't
that is not
understand
a designer,
because
you won't
you are
understand
going to say
because
how
you are going
long
to
it
say
takes this
how
designer
long it takes this
to trace
designer
all this
to
picture one
trace
after
all
the
this
other,
picture one
right?
after the other,
And then when you
right?
finish, you are
And
charging
then when
peanuts.
you finish, you are charging peanuts.
Play. Fuel is going up.
Plane, where is going up?
All right. So the
All right, so
background that was
the
selected now
background that was
is the
selected now is the
ash background.
um,
So now if
ash
I want to
background.
select the
So now, if
object,
I want to
I will
select
have
the
to go
object,
back
I will
to
have to go back to
my polygonal lasso
my
tool.
polygonal lasso tool.
Then you right click
Then you right
and you say
click
select
and you say
inverse.
select
Right.
inverse.
So if I click
Right.
on select
If I click on
inverse,
select inverse,
I'm not selecting the
I'm
object.
not selecting the
So when
object.
you select
So when you
inverse, the next thing you
select
should do is
inverse,
you're
the
going to
next thing
give
you
the
should do is
image
you're going
a
to give the image a
feather. Now what
feather.
you mean by feather is
Now, what you
you're
mean
going to
by
make the
feather is
edges
you're
of
going
the
to make
image
the edges of the image
transparent, right?
transparent,
A bit
right?
transparent because
A bit
if you
transparent
just
because
trace the
if you
image
just
and
trace the
take it
image
to your
and
design,
take it to your design,
the image might be having
the image
some
might be
slight
having some
colors
slight
of the background that you're
colors of
taking
the
it from.
background that you're taking it
So
from.
to make it
So
not have
to
that,
make it
you
not
will
have
now
that,
right click
you now right
and would
click
say
and would
feather,
say feather,
or you can do refine
or you
edge.
can do refine edge.
So for feather, I can
So
give
for
it one.
feather, I can give it
The
one.
feather is in
The
pixels,
feather is in
so you can
pixels.
say one,
So you can
two,
say
three,
one,
four, five.
two, three,
But
four,
5 will
five.
be too much,
Or
so we can
five will
just
be
say
too much.
1,
So
or
we
we
can
will
just say
say
one, or we say
1.5. So I'm going to use 1.
1.5. So I'm going to use one.
Then I can
then
copy it.
I can copy it.
Alright, so if I click Ctrl
Right,
C,
so
go
if I
to
click
another
Ctrl C, go to
page,
another
I can save
page,
it with
I can
only
save it with
Ctrl V.
Ctrl
Now,
V.
this stuff
Now,
at this
this
area
stuff
is
at this
called
area
layers.
is called
So
layers.
we don't have enough time.
So
If
we
not,
don't
we
have
will have
enough
explore
time. If
more
not, we'll
part
have
of this
explore more
Photoshop.
part of
So
this
if I should
Photoshop.
click on this
So if I should
eyes
click on this
item here,
eyes item here,
this guy they don't like obeying me.
yeah, they don't like obeying me.
So I click on Control
So I
N.
click on Ctrl N.
So the moment you click on Control
The
N,
moment you click on Control
Photoshop
N,
is going to generate
Photoshop
a
is going to
new page
generate a new page
that is going to
that is going
accommodate
to
that picture that you
accommodate
just
that
traced.
picture that you just
Right,
traced.
so you can see the width
Right,
here,
so you can see the width here,
1024 by
1024 by
194. Now the
194.
background here is
Now the
transparent,
background
so
here
whenever
is
you trace a
transparent. So
background, I
whenever
want to
you
place
trace
on
a
a new
background, I
one,
want to place on a new
make
one.
sure
Make
that the background
sure that the
content is
background content
transparent.
is
Because
transparent.
if it's not
Because
transparent,
if it's not transparent,
if it's white,
if it's white,
it means that you are just
it
tracing
means
it
that you
from
are just
another
tracing
background
it
and
from another
placing it on
background
another
and
background.
placing it on another background.
So we want a
So we
transparent
want a
background. So I say
transparent
okay,
background. So I say okay,
and then
and
a
then
new background
the new
comes up.
background
So once that background
comes
comes
up.
up, we now paste
So
it by
once that
clicking
background comes up, you
Ctrl
now
V.
paste by
So
clicking
Ctrl C
Ctrl V.
is Ctrl C
So
everywhere.
Ctrl C
Whether
is
in
Ctrl C
Photoshop, whether in
everywhere.
CorelDRAW, whether
Whether
even
in
in
Photoshop,
Microsoft
whether in
Word.
CorelDRAW, whether even
Ctrl
in
C is
Microsoft
copy,
Word.
Ctrl V is
Ctrl
paste.
C is copy, Ctrl V is paste.
So I'm giving you guys extra time
I'm
of my
giving you
life.
guys extra time of my life.
What? No, this is not the size
What?
now.
So this is not the size.
This is not the size.
This is not the size.
Yeah, this is the
Yeah.
size here. So we'll
This is
paste
the size. Yeah. So we paste
Ctrl V. So you see the guy now.
Ctrl V.
He's
So you
on a
see the guy now.
separate page.
He's on a separate page.
So if I want to edit this
If I
guy,
want
let's
to
say
edit this
his
guy,
picture
let's
is not
say
that
his picture
bright
is not
enough.
that bright
So
enough.
we have the tool called
So we have the
image
tool
tool
called
here. So
image
if I go to
tool
my
here.
image
So if I
tool,
go to my image tool,
there's mode here. I can
there's mode
convert the
here. I
picture
can
from looking
convert the picture
RGB
from looking
to black and
RGB
white to
to black and white
grayscale.
to
But that's not what I
grayscale.
want to do. So
But
here
that's
you
not what
see
I want to
auto
do. So
tone,
here you see
auto
auto
contrast,
tone,
auto
auto
color.
contrast,
If you
auto
click
color.
any of these
If you
tools,
click
it's
any
going to
of
have
these
effect
tools, it's
on
going
the
to have
picture.
effect on the
Right. But
picture.
that's not what we are
Right.
doing. We're
But
going
that's
to
not
go
what
to
we are doing. We are
adjustment.
going to go to adjustment.
So inside of adjustment, you
Inside of
see
adjustment,
tools
you
like level,
see
right,
tools like level,
and
right,
other ones, and you
and
can
other
select
ones,
them
and you can
and edit
select
the
them
picture.
and edit the
Wow,
picture. Wow.
this is work.
So
So I'm going to use levels. So
I'm
you
going to
know
use
for changing
levels.
color we
So you
have to
know, for
use hue
changing
and
color, we
saturation.
have to use hue and
But for this one, I'm
saturation.
just using levels.
For this, I'm just using levels.
Or you can use auto and
Or you can use auto.
say okay.
Okay.
So I'm done with this guy.
So I'm done with this guy.
But the last thing I want to edit
The
now is
last thing I want
that
to
cap.
edit now is that cap.
You see the cap has like a
You see, the cap has like a
red color.
red color.
Let's reopen that cap before.
Let's reopen that cap before.
Ew. See they put this Wi-Fi for power bank, having internet. This company will kill me. Well, you guys will watch this thing when you when I upload this video. I save the edits that I've made. I don't best in it. But my internet went awful, so I'm trying to connect back. But I'm just finalizing the stuff I edited here. Let me try and share my screen now. Please just hold on. Once this network connects, it's connected now. Wow. For screen to open again, we use 4 years. Please excuse me, I'm coming.
Please excuse me, I'm coming.
So I'm back.
I'm back.
You should start seeing the screen now. sharing screen now.
Sharing
So I'm going
screen
to
now.
import those images.
I'm going to import those images.
I think they should all be in my downloads.
I think they should all be in my
Yeah.
downloads. Yeah.
So all the images I want to use
So
for
all the
just
images I want to use
simple
for just
mockups. Let me get everything. So with the import tool, you can bring
so
them
with
in
the import
both
to can bring them in
Photoshop. If you
both
edit that, if you edit it in
Photoshop.
Photoshop, you can
If
still
you
bring
edit
them
that,
here
if you edit
in
it in
here in
Photoshop, you
CorelDRAW.
can still bring them here in CorelDRAW.
All right. So we'll be using 5 of them.
So we're using 5
I'll merge
of
these
them.
two together
I'll merge these two together.
and these two together.
These two together.
So the next thing I want to do is I'll
So the next thing
generate
I
a
want to
box
do is
here.
I'll generate a
So
box
if I draw
here.
this box here, I'm just going to
So if I draw
calculate
this box here, I'm just going to
this
calculate
one inside here.
this one inside here.
As simple as that. So what I'll do is fit,
Simple as that. So what
ask
I'll
it
do
to
is
fit
fit,
content.
ask it to fit content,
All right, just like this.
just like this.
So what I'll do next is I'm going
So
to
what
get
I'll do
my
next is I'm going to get my
the logo we have here.
logo we have here.
So I'll duplicate it and bring it out.
So I'll duplicate it and
So
bring it
you see
out.
I'm going to I'll
So here
duplicate
I'm
this
going to
logo
I'll
here
duplicate this logo
and
here
place it here.
and place it here.
So we'll use white all through.
So we'll use white all through.
So I'm thinking of using the
I'm
icon.
thinking of using the icon.
So here is the trick.
So here
You
is
see
the
that the
trick.
phone is
You see that the phone
slanty,
is
right?
slanty,
So it means
right?
that we'll have to make
So it means that
an
we'll have to
effect
make
to
an
this
effect
logo.
to this logo.
So just follow and you see
So
how
just
we're going
follow
to
and
do
you
that.
see how we're going to do that.
So I'll group it.
I'll group it.
So now instead of
So now
rotating the
instead of
logo,
rotating the logo, instead of rotating
there are
the
tools
logo,
here that we
there are
use for
tools here that we
placing them,
use for
right?
placing
So
them,
one of them is
right? So one of them
perspective.
is
So if you go to your
perspective.
effect, you
If you
see
go to
add
your effects,
perspective,
you see add perspective,
right? Just like this,
right?
add
Just like
perspective.
this, add
So now you're
perspective.
now going to use your
So
shape
now you're
tool
now going to use your
automatically.
shape tool automatically.
So with the shape tool, I
So with the
can
shape tool, I can
edit this stuff.
edit this stuff.
Just bend here to this side.
Just bend here to this side.
So most times I like to like fit
Most times
it
I like to like fit it to
to the item I'm placing it
to the
on.
item
Then
I'm
when I've
placing it
gotten
on. Then
the
when I've gotten
shape,
the
then I
shape,
can reduce.
then I can reduce.
So when anybody sees this,
So
it's
when
going to
anybody
feel
sees
as
this,
if
it's going to feel as if
it was originally
it
on
was
this item.
originally on this
You get.
item. You get.
So we are now going to do the same
So we are now
for
going to do
this
the
one too.
same for this one too.
So So depending on how much time you
So
have.
depending on
So
how
for this
much
one,
time
I
you
might not
have.
even
So
want to
for this one,
use.
I might not even want to
Let's
use.
let's do it for all of them.
Let's do it for all of them.
Or you can just rotate for
And
this
then you
one
can just
instead.
rotate for this one instead.
So these are like branding.
So these
So
are
we
like
call them a
branding.
mock-up.
So we call like a mock-up.
Mm. Is there any need placing it
Is there
here
any
again?
need placing it here again?
I want to do one more,
I want to do one more,
but it will be on this
but it
stuff.
will be on this stuff.
All right. So since this
So since this
case is white,
case is white,
we're going to change the
we're
text
going to change
to
the
become
text
the
to
ash color
become
we have
the
here.
ash color we have here.
So I'll group them together.
I'll group them together.
Then we'll go to our effect as we
Then
did
we'll go to our
before, add
effect as we
perspective.
did before, add perspective.
See that?
See
So
that?
it's giving more meaning to the
So it's
design.
giving more meaning to the design.
So we'll have to create another
So
page
we'll have to
again.
create another page again.
So I said for this page, I'm
I
going to
said for
use
this
these
page, I'm
two.
going to use these two.
Let's use these ones first.
Let's use this one first.
Maybe I should have traced this guy
Maybe I should have
also.
praised this guy also.
Mm. I'm looking for a white background,
Looking for a
the one
white
that
background,
has.
the one that has
This.
this.
So I'll group this
I'll
and
group this and
I'll keep it inside here.
we'll keep it inside here.
So we'll edit the power
So
clip.
we'll edit the power clip.
I'll make sure this one is at the
I'll make
center.
sure this one is at the center.
So I will now enlarge
So
it
I will
to
now
fill the
enlarge
whole
it
page.
to fill the
To
whole
fill the
page,
page
fill
completely.
the page completely.
So you see, I
So you see,
use shift page
I
down
use
so
shift
that the
page down,
pattern will
so
show
that
on
the
top of the
pattern will
clothes.
show on top of the clothes.
So basically,
So
The
basically,
most likely
the
thing to do
most
is select
likely
these
thing to do is
icons.
select these icons.
So we have to change
We have to change
the
the
color of the text
color of
because can't
the
be using
text
white
because
text
you
on
can't be
top of a
using
white
white
shirt.
text on top of a white shirt.
So for these ones,
So for
to
these
create this
ones,
mockup
to
here, I won't
create this
use
mockup here, I won't
perspective.
use
I'll be
perspective.
using another kind of
I'll use another kind
thing
of
which is called
thing which is called
envelope.
envelope.
Reason being that because I'm using it on
Reason
the
being
shirt,
that because I'm
so
using it on the shirt, so
you can say that the shirt has
you
like
can
a
say that the
rough
shirt has
effect.
like a rough effect.
So I would want that rough
So I
effect
would
to
want that rough
also
effect to also
show on the
to
design.
show on the design.
So I'll group this. So
So
remember
I'll
we have
group this.
used
So remember we have used
what do they call it? We've used
what do you call it?
perspective.
We've used
So there's
perspective.
another style
So
we
there's
can
another
use. I just told you
style we
now,
can
which is
use. I
called
just
the
told you now,
envelope
which is
tool.
called
This
the
one.
envelope tool. This one.
So I remember I told you
So I
for
remember
every
I
tool
told
there's
you
an
for every
extra
tool
tool
there's an
inside of
extra
it.
tool inside of it.
So with the envelope tool,
So
we
with the
can
envelope tool,
make
we can make
the logo
the
look as if
the logo look
it
as
has
if
like
it
movement
has
on it.
like movement on it.
So you just like using
So
the
you just
curve
like
tool.
using the curve tool.
I think I'm done there.
On top there.
I'll use the envelope tool here again.
I'll use the envelope tool here again.
So you see that the guy's chest
You
is
see that the
coming from
guy's
this
chest
side.
is coming from this
So I have
side.
to like
I have to
bend this
like
logo to this side.
bend this logo to this side.
So it looks more.
So it looks more.
Can duplicate this one also.
Can
Put it on
duplicate
his
this
cap.
on his cap.
So it means you have to now
So it
change
means
how
you have
the
to now
envelope
change
would
how
look
the
like.
envelope would look like.
So
Mm.
See that?
See that?
So like this, we have been able
So
to show the
like this, we
clients
have been
how
able to show the clients how
the logo can be applied
how the logo
in real
can be
life
applied
kit.
in real life.
So more
So
and more we
more,
can do.
more and
More.
more we can do. More.
There was one more thing I wanted
There
to
was
do in
one more
Photoshop,
thing I wanted to do in Photoshop.
time
Time
was not on our side.
was not on our
So
side.
we'll do the last one.
So we'll do the last one.
This is the reason why most times
This is the reason
I
why
don't like
most times
downloading
I don't
PSD.
like downloading
Say
PSD
PSD
Photoshop,
Photoshop. PSD
PSD Photoshop,
mockups because sometimes I
PSD
feel like it
mockups, because
limits me
sometimes I feel
from
like
what
it
I want
limits
to
me
do.
from what I want to
So
do.
I prefer to like look for
So I prefer
images,
to like look for images,
then format them to
then
how I
format
want.
them to how.
So basically
So basically,
this
this
one should not
one,
even really take much
this one
of
should
my
not
time.
even really take.
Except for the bag.
Except for the bag.
For the bag I want to create
For the
use the
bag, I want to
patterns. So
create
I'm going to get
use
those
the patterns. I'm
patterns
going
we
to
have.
get those patterns we have.
So definitely we can't use perspective for
Definitely
this one. So you
can't
can see
use
the cap has a
perspective for this
rounded
one. So you can
curve.
see the cap has a
So you have
rounded
to go
curve.
for the envelope
So you have to
instead.
go for the envelope instead.
No, leave that one.
Like that one.
Let's not overdo.
Let's not overdo.
my god, I'm
Oh
stressed.
my God.
This guy must follow stress me,
Yeah,
sha.
it's gonna stress me, fam.
Let me do this bag so that
I
will be
do, let me
done.
do this bag so that will be done.
Why are you pausing? Like, why?
Like, why?
Hey,
Hmm.
I've tried my best.
I've tried my best.
I don't think we can wait for this
I
thing
don't
to
think we
load
can wait
anymore.
for this thing to load anymore.
So, finally. So where I want to work on now,
The way
finally,
I
before
want to
we
work
just
on now, finally, before we
disappear
just
from this place.
appear from this place,
This bag.
this
So what I'm
bag.
going to do here
What I'm going to do
is
here
simple, but it might not look simple, right?
is
So
simple, but
just
it might
you
not
draw
look
a
simple,
box
right?
and convert
So
the
just
box to a
you draw
curve.
a
You already know
box
that
and
already.
convert the box to
Then I'll make
a
the
curve. You
box
already know
have
that
like the
already.
shape of this
Then
bag.
I'll make the box have like the shape of this bag.
So as I continue, you understand why I
So
did
as
that.
I continue, you understand why I
So
did
I'm
that.
going to make a node
I'm
here,
going
shape
to
it in.
make a note here. Again.
Yeah. So I'll just place Lumina on top of it,
So I'll
just
just
like I've been
place
doing.
Lumina on top of it, just like I've been doing.
So I'll get that pattern.
So
I
I'll
need that
get
pattern here.
that pattern, in that pattern here.
So I'll be using the pattern
So I'm
on the
using the
back.
pattern
So I'll just do
on the
that
back.
only on the back, but
So
you
I'll
know
just
that
do that only on the
patterns can
back,
be
where
placed
you know that
also
patterns can be
on
placed
shirts
also
and whatsoever.
on shirts and whatsoever.
So I'm power clipping it inside.
I'm power clipping it inside.
Then I would go inside the bag.
Then
I'm not leaving
I
it
will
that
go
way. The bag
inside
will
the
not be
bag. I'm
blank.
not leaving it that way. The bag will not be blank.
So I will extract
I will
the pattern
extract
from inside the box.
the pattern from inside the box.
Please work. These are final stage. So here we have extract content. So remember
And
I
we have
said
extract
extract
content. So remember
is
I said
bringing out
extract
items from
is bringing
the
out items from
elements.
the elements.
Hang on, the thing is already bent already,
But
safe.
things already bent already.
So
So
normally we're supposed to go and use
normally we're
what do they
supposed to
call
go
it?
and
The
use
envelope tool
what
to
do they
bend.
call it? The envelope to bend.
So I think it's already slanty already.
But I think it's already
There's no
slanty
point
already.
trying to use.
There's no
If I
point
use the
trying to
envelope
use.
tool,
If I use the
it will
envelope
just
to
slanty the
just
stuff.
slanty the stuff.
So here now, I will have to
So
remove
here
the
now, I
airline.
will have to remove the airline.
So you see that
You see that
it's not as if it's on the bag.
now as if it's on the bag.
So the only thing remaining to
So
do
the
in
only
here
thing remaining to do here
is to use the envelope to
to use the envelope to
move this up.
move this up.
So you can see on group
You can see on group
and make this
and
half
make
a dark
this
color.
have a dark color.
And we are done.
And we are done.
CK now.
Okay now.
Oh god. So that was the last slide.
The
So
last
after you're
slide.
done with all
So
this, when
after
you have created the brand guide completely, you now export all these images one after the other, export them
images one after the
as
other,
JPEG
export them
format.
as JPEG
Then
format.
the old
Then
document
the
together,
old document
export it
together,
as
export it
PDF,
as PDF,
right? Then the
right?
logo
Then the
itself,
logo
export it
itself, export it
as PNG,
as
as JPEG
PNG,
and
as
stuff.
JPEG and stuff.
So with this
So
viewpoint of
with this
mine,
viewpoint of mine,
bye bye.
bye bye.
I'm done with your class.
I'm done with the
All right.
class. All right.
There's still
Um,
open
there's
space for
still
you guys to
open
submit your
space for you guys
assignments
to
in
submit
the
your
group.
assignments in the group.
All right. If you have any
Right.
questions,
If you have
please
any
post it.
question,
I've
post
always
it in
said
the
don't
group.
come
I've
to my
always said,
DM.
don't come to my DM.
I'm very busy. I might not
I'm very
respond to
busy. I
you.
might not
So post
respond
it
to you.
in
So
the group
post it in the group
and I would
and
respond.
I would respond.
Does anybody want to just
Does
share
anybody want
anything
to just share
here now
anything
before I
here
end the
now
call?
before I
It's
end the
already 2
call?
o'clock.
It's already 2 o'clock.
No, thank you very much.
What did you say?
What did you say?
I said none for now. Thank you very
All
much.
right. So please try
All right. So
getting the
please try getting
softwares
the
if you have not
softwares
gotten
if you have
Photoshop
not
yet.
gotten Photoshop yet.
Don't worry. I'll share.
Don't
I'm
worry.
going to
I'll
convert
share.
this
I'm going to
full
convert
document to a
this the full
PDF
document to a
to
PDF
be shared in your group
to be shared in your group
today on
today
filling it.
on
I believe the
filling it.
video from
I believe
yesterday,
the
if you
video
can
from
check,
yesterday, if you
I
can
think
check,
I started
I think
uploading the
I
video from
started
yesterday
uploading the video from
on the
yesterday
channel. So
on
go
the
and check.
channel.
The
So
video
go
should
and
be there
check.
by
The
now.
video should be there by
So
now.
practice. Remember
So
what I said.
practice. Remember
You
what I
can't
said.
just become a
You can't
designer
just become a designer
overnight. It's
overnight.
consistency.
It's
You
consistency.
keep practicing,
You keep
practicing
practicing,
over and over
practicing
again.
over and over
Before
again.
you know, you get
Before you know,
better
you
with
get
it,
better
and
with
designing will
it,
not
and
be hard
designing will
anymore.
not be hard anymore.
All right, goodbye.
All right, goodbye.
So you can leave the call now.
You can leave the call now.